Live.
Great.
So beard tickling.
Yeah, we can keep talking about beard tickling if we want, but let's go into season 1, episode 2 of Delta Green. This one's called Homecoming. And up until this point, we've had our players acting as agents for a man named Colonel Greenheart. And Greenheart was around in 2006 in Kandahar, where there was some stuff going on with the Kandahar Giant and some green lights. And then we fast forwarded to 2002, right? No, we forwarded it all the way to 2023, where you guys confronted one of the soldiers that was on that Kandahar Giant mission. His name was Agent Royale. And when you guys confronted him, it turned out he had some parasite living inside of him. Made him bleed green blood. And he was pretty hard to kill. And you guys killed him in his hotel room at the behest of Colonel Greenheart. And then the Colonel sent you guys here to Two Oaks to find the remaining agents of his cell that he called our cell. And through some shenanigans, you guys have made your way to Two Oaks, the valley within the valley here in Virginia. And you met some of the locals. You found a bar called Podunks. You stayed in the inn, a nice bed and breakfast, like lodge style, called the Haven Inn, and you met some people there. And then you went and you found the remains of Agent Ringo, chopped in half by chainsaw. You cleaned that up pretty well. But while you were there, you discovered his dog. His dog was named Buddy, but you guys affectionately named him the General. The General is very intelligent, to put it mildly. And while you guys were at Agent Ringo's house, the dog dug up a body on the corner of the property. And Agent Heron, our anthropologist, played by Kizik, he lost his shit. Went into a fetal ball, got slapped around by his fellow agents, and brought back. And once you guys cleaned up everything, you guys went to confirm the location of Agent Red and found her in her secret bunker under her house, still alive. She has been, for 17 days, trying to hold on to dear life with all of her medical equipment and training. She's stabilized herself after getting shot in the chest. And we're going to pick up... Oh, you know what? No, we're not. We have a banter question, because you guys are here in Agent Red's bunker, her little secret hideaway. Did you guys have any secret hideouts or like a special spot near your house when you were growing up? When I was little, I was in after school care, and there were some box hedges on the edge of the property, and we made little forts out of their interiors, and we got to hide in there, and the adults couldn't get us, and it was fucking awesome. And anytime I think about a nice safe spot, I'm like within those hedges, completely shaded by everything and unseen by anybody walking by. You guys anything like that? You got anything like that, Archon?
I mean, it wasn't a big secret, but we built a tree house in my grandfather's house out of old lumber and nails and shit I wouldn't let my kid play with. Yeah, he built a new deck, and we basically moved the deck into a tree.
Oh, you moved the old deck into a tree?
I mean, it wasn't as nearly as well built as it had been, but
right?
Yeah, it was a good 10, 15 feet off the ground, and
yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah, it had rusty nails and shit sticking out of it.
Those are character builders.
Yes,
what those rusty nails are.
We had a bridge from one part to the other that was 2 2x4s that we had stitched together with nails. In hindsight, it's a miracle we didn't die.
How's your lockjaw come? No, just kidding. Tetanus is a bitch. Oh man, Craven, you got any secret hiding spots when you were a kid?
I mean, I was a big hide and seeker, but we had a fort we built. It was just a electrical spool, one of those big electrical spools turned upside down. We had a couple tree forts. We played around in the woods. This is back when I thought outside was okay. I know better now.
Outside's not okay anymore?
No, why would you go outside?
So my kids ask the same question.
The air conditioning outside is just terrible.
It is. It is. It's not taken care of at all.
My kids do want a tree house, though. And I'm like, I don't have any good trees for a tree house. I'm going to have to...
Yeah, you're gonna build this, and then halfway into it, they're gonna be like, "Where's the power and air conditioning, Dad? There's no Wi-Fi in here."
Oh, yeah, I want to make it just far enough that the Wi-Fi is trash.
Yeah, they'll not use it. You're just shooting yourself in the foot.
All that building for nothing? Okay.
Yeah, no, you
I'm
can
going to
just
tell them,
You just get them
Yeah.
a video game where they can build one. They'll be fine.
right? You guys have Minecraft. Uncle Craven says you'll never play with this shit anyway.
Yeah,
Valid
no,
point.
he's right.
Totally valid.
I did
give
get
it-
them a trampoline that is just sitting there.
Yeah, I would use that as Exhibit A. Remember that trampoline you guys all
Oh
definitely
my
wanted?
god. My parents did that to me all the time.
So
Yeah.
Remember that X that you said you wanted?
I mean, your trampoline's
Yeah.
got one of them big cages on it, so it's like a treehouse.
That's true. They could just chill in there.
Just
Doesn't
put it on
look
blocks. Just put the trampoline on blocks, and then problem
Right.
solved.
Elevate it up 15, 20 feet, make it way more dangerous.
I wouldn't do 15, 20. I would do like 2 blocks worth, so 16 inches.
Kizik, did you have a secret hiding spot?
You only need to get a tetanus shot every 3 years. I know from experience. But when I was 7 years old, could leave my house, walk into the woods, and show up 6 miles away at my buddy's house. And I don't think that I could do that now. And I've moved just a whopping 1.5 miles away from my childhood home where I knew the woods so well. Like the woods was our hiding spot, yes.
Yeah, no, we're different now. Like back then, we didn't have child molesters hiding behind all the trees. Like,
No, what
back
it really
then-
is Craven, we didn't have the internet.
It's ruined us.
I mean, if you guys want to believe that, you go for it. I choose to accept that back then we didn't have child molesters behind all the trees. That Americans knew how to use their guns properly, as opposed to now when everyone's just like, I'm just going to shoot everything.
I did grow up like way out in the boondocks next to a cow field, and we could just like walk into the cow field and then up a mountain and just go hiking for the day and then follow the creek home. Like it was
I
easy.
played with guns all day long. I shot
Right.
a bull in the testicles once.
Oh no.
It made a lot of noise.
No shit.
It was
Jesus.
a BB gun. It was a BB gun.
We were
I mean,
talking about
Hurt a lot. but,
I'm relatively certain that if you got shot in the nuts with a BB gun, you wouldn't be like, oh, it's just a BB gun.
No, I would shoot that person with a real gun or hit them with a car. As I taught my son today, I was like, look, he threatened to hit one of his friends, and I was like, hey, what did we say? We said no hitting in this house. If we get in a fight, what do we do? He's like, we run them over with our car. I'm like, good man.
that is the end all.
Yeah.
My son brought up paintball and airsoft today. I was like, just 3 more years, buddy. Then we'll do that stuff. I've got it all. We're ready.
Don't worry. By that time, he'll have moved on.
That's
don't
what happened with
think
my
so.
kid. My kid was all into it up until he hit the actual age where he could do it. Then he suddenly was like, I want to go play laser tag instead because it doesn't hurt. And I was like, what? And he did. He played a couple times with his friends, not with me. And then he was like, oh, I'm done. I've done this. I got pictures.
Wow.
I know it doesn't. It really takes. Okay, so if they play with you, right, and you know how to kind of guide them, and you also know like how to deal with the people who want to hurt other people, right? When you're there, that's different for them. When you're not there, and they realize that one, their friends are those people who literally just want to cause pain. Yeah, that takes a lot of the fun out of it. I played with a group like that, and it did nearly make me not want to play. I just didn't play with them anymore because they were fucking idiots.
Archon was there the day we all skipped school and shot paintballs while traveling down the town. We were driving the car, shooting at each other. That was a good day.
To be fair, we didn't hit any pedestrians or shoot up anyone's houses. We weren't that
Nope.
we weren't that kind of miscreant. But
No.
I had to go through the car wash, which it looked highly suspect.
Like before you got home, you're like, uh-oh.
Oh no! If Dad had seen that car, I wouldn't have had that car anymore.
Right. I drove home with it all over the car, and my dad was like, that seemed fun. I was like, it was a lot of fun. It was a great time.
Very different parenting styles for people who get along so well.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't get in a lot of trouble for shooting like through town like that.
Yep,
Oh, man.
that is nowadays that's a felony. I think I'm almost sure that's a felony.
Back then, it was probably a felony too. Just as a
Yes,
FYI.
but back then, what would have happened was, and this is a different generation. Let's say the police officers had pulled us over. Me specifically, they would have just been like, "I'm gonna call your dad," and been like, "Can you take me to jail instead?"
It's true. That is true. Back then, they would have said, "We're going to call your parents," and we would have been like, "I'd rather do the time."
Yeah,
Like,
please.
are we talking month?
Handcuffs, please.
You're done. That's no, anything but tell my parents,
Oh, yeah.
because inevitably that's going to lead to a talk.
So I did the recap, but I left out the very final bit of last episode where you guys called. Seemingly, you were calling Colonel Greenheart on the phone, the satellite phone. You dialed 616, you dialed the phone, and a voice kind of picked up and said, Greenheart's compromised. He is your new target.
Yeah,
which I think Hammer destroyed the phone.
Hammer was in like, nope. He's like, not a real thing. I'd also like to say that I should probably change the beginning chapter of this stream to "Back in my day."
Right? Yeah, definitely. We sound so old.
We do.
We're not that old. I promise, chat. We're not that old.
I mean, you guys are. You guys are old.
You're 26.
26 forever.
How old's your kid? One of your kids?
Not 20 yet.
Just about though.
It's not awkward yet.
Well,
Still
you
almost
guys-
a decade.
You guys spent a lot of today. We're still in the same day. You spent a lot of today digging holes for the body of Ringo, cleaning up his house, and then finding Red, and destroying a satellite phone. So we're going to continue right where we left off with Agent Red. You are in the company of the hyper-intelligent General, a Burmese mountain dog. I kept saying Bernese last time, and I was wrong.
As in weekend at.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where we're at. We're in the bunker. It is dimly lit and filled with medical detritus. She's still on the cot. There's still blood in the air.
That's cot. COT.
Yep, cot. Take it away.
So, just to clarify, the only person who actually talked on the phone and heard all of that was Hammer, right?
Theo, actually.
Yeah, I called it.
Oh,
And then I
okay.
came back down and said, hey, I was supposed to kill the general, and then I lost my special phone.
Yeah, I just said, "Can I see that?" And then I smashed it into tiny pieces.
Then he left, and we heard the fire start.
I smashed those tiny pieces into smaller pieces and then burned the rest. Well, all of it. I'm pretty sure there's no way to track us with it now.
So, Husky's gonna turn to Heron and be like, I think Hammer's gonna have a disturbingly hard time with this.
We also need to figure out how to get Agent Red to some kind of hospital.
Theo. Can I borrow your phone? You have your cell phone with you, right?
Don't do it, it's a trap.
I'm gonna. Do you need me to call somebody for you?
Yeah. I'll give you the number. You just dial it for me.
Oh, who are we calling?
We're gonna call. Make a number up. I have to give it to him to call. Just I give you a number. It doesn't matter. Just pull your phone out and make the call.
Oh man, I need to do a dodge roll. Versus,
I'm going to shoot your phone.
you're gonna shoot my. We're in my ears. Come on.
I mean, you could have just given it to me, but you want to make a thing of it, so I'm gonna have to make sure that phone dies. I guess you could pull the SIM card out, but I've already got my gun out.
You think they're tracking my phone? You've got a phone. Red's got a phone.
You look behind me. My phone has bullets in it.
The general has a phone.
The general does not have a phone.
Let's settle it this way. General, is it okay if I keep my phone? Buck once for yes and two for no. Hammer should shoot it.
The dog squints his eyes at you and then shrugs. Red says, I have burner phones. Like, that's how agents are supposed to,
Yeah.
it's OPSEC to have burner
We need
phones.
to get rid of the real phones. Pronto.
Theo, your phone rings.
I'm going to take that from him, and I'm going to
It's his
smash it on the
wife.
ground. Okay.
Shad's gonna be like, wait, you guys have real phones?
I had a real phone. It had one contact in it. Just ham. It was just the Colonel Greenheart. I don't really have a lot of friends.
So like, you destroyed the one phone that had the one
and I'm getting ready to
contact.
destroy another phone.
That like either A, they've lied to us and we need to go deal, with helping him, or he really has turned and we need to deal with killing him. So you threw away the one thing we had to get in touch with him. That's really intelligent.
I memorized the number.
And you think that the agency that is in charge of all of this shit actually cares whether or not it's your phone registered to you and doesn't just have a satellite pinpointing your position.
I have no idea. I'm gonna take out all the phones though.
I'm going to object, but I don't think I can stop you taking my phone from my hand.
Just pull the SIM card out, and I'll be happy. You got to give me the SIM card though.
I mean, there's so many pictures on here. I've got research for the past 2 decades, and
I'm going to shoot you and then the phone.
I hold the power button down. Oh man, do you guys have one of those little iPhone things that lets you actually open up the SIM card section?
Red's like, I have a paper clip right there.
You realize you don't need an iPhone to do that, right? Like that's.
I would like to say yes, I do, and then I'm going to shoot his goddamn phone.
So why do you want to shoot his phone so bad?
I didn't. I
Because
just
he's
wanted
a giant
to
troll.
smash it on the ground. All I wanted to do was take his phone and smash it on the ground. But he was on to me from the start.
I wonder why. You made it so obvious.
So I had to escalate.
Yep. So I have put my phone down on the ground, and I've taken 2 gentle steps back, and I turned to H. Red and I said, "So, hospital, we were trying to save you, right?" And I tried to look at her the whole time while my phone is behind me. And you said
you just hear a lot of smashing.
Roll sanity. No, just kidding. Yeah, Red's like, yes, please. I'd like to live. That would be nice.
Let's just pull up here on my phone the locus. Oh no,
Blender?
Can I borrow one of those burner phones? Let's find you a hospital or something that might work.
We can't take her to the hospital.
Sure we can. We just give him a different name.
No, she's got gunshot wounds.
Yeah?
So they're required by law to call those in.
Yes, but it takes some time to do that.
Look, I've been here for a while. You can take me to the veterinarian's office. It's Sunday, but I can call the vet and she can pull this out. I needed a way to get there.
That makes sense.
Okay. Let's drive.
We push the cart that she's in and try to lift that up the ladder. And put that all the way in the back seat of the Hammer mobile.
All right. guys move her to the Hummer. The dog helps as much as he can. He climbs the ladder back up out of the bunker. Comes over to the Humvee and opens the door for you guys.
Thanks, General. Let's get that dog just opened the door. Well, we gotta go. Hospital. No, not hospital. To the veterinarians.
General jumps back up into the bed of the truck, waiting for you guys. Barks once.
We go.
I mean, obviously they're tracking this truck. Are you going to smash that?
Yeah, I'm trading it in as soon as I can. This is a little more expensive than I can afford to just smash it. But I did disconnect the
GPS? Like, your character knows how to do that.
you look at the dash and it's just ripped out.
His mirror still has the OnStar button.
Just rip the screen out. It's sitting next to somebody.
So, just out here back to the map of Big Two Oaks. Just to remind everybody what the shape of this whole valley is. The lake down south and the way out of the valley up north. Like, this is the only way in and out. So, you guys are traveling from the north right now because we built this up real quick. We've got some tokens here now. So you guys were here at Red's house, and you're traveling south, past Cooper's Music, past the water tower, and into town where the veterinarian's office is. It's going to be about a 10-minute drive. What do you guys want to talk about just briefly on the way in? Just smashing phones? Where to get new phones?
No, we got burner phones. We have access to burner phones.
So, Red, you've been here for like years, months. Do we need undercover identities and like jobs?
All of us were using undercover identities until you walked into a bar and told them all your real name.
True story.
But that's well, you guys don't have like a in-depth like backstory where you're supposed to be here. You're just here lying to a bunch of people.
Yes, that's what you do when you're first.
Hold on. What do you think undercover agent? Okay, never mind.
I mean, in my line of work, when you do what you just did, you never get to go home again, ever.
It's hard.
Just saying. It's okay, you'll learn. I mean, you might not have a wife and family anymore, but you'll learn.
Yeah, I mean, she was calling me before he stomped on my phone.
Yeah, that's actually probably the only good thing that came out of that little thing right there is you shouldn't be like chatting with her while you're doing this kind of work. Just saying.
Yeah, but how do you like deal with the fact that there's an alien that can embed itself in another like person and take over their whole body and make them do things, and it changes their teeth so that they no longer have like human teeth, but they grow these weird looking jagged teeth, like the bicuspids just reoccurring?
Well, I wouldn't talk to someone I love about it, else the rest of us might get a text message.
Are they going to burn me too?
Just stares blankly.
Yeah, everybody's silent. Red especially kind of stares off into the distance, laying in the back
Everybody's
seat
staring
with
at
a
the
gunshot
ceiling.
wound.
There's a light whistling.
Yeah.
The general starts whistling.
Yeah, the dog's like, yeah, that's how it works, you dumbass.
So you guys are traveling down this main road. I made a town map. What is this? Look at this thing. And you guys are going to pass Car Credit Nation on the left-hand side. It is a car dealership, and it's got a spiffy-looking truck out in front of it that Craven would recognize. The stone house here is a just extremely old house here in town. It's one of the most original buildings. And you guys would have seen, like, the farmland and stuff coming into the valley. But basically, it's as I described. Topographically, the river runs at the lowest point, and everything is hillside all the way up. So the further you get away from the river, the higher up it is. The Haven Inn is here on this like little plateau. It kind of overlooks everything. It's really beautiful. We got a water tower here, but you guys are headed to the veterinarian clinic, which is right here on the corner of these two road intersections. So you guys are going to take a left. Like Red would, you guys don't have phones or GPS anymore, so Red will be like, take a left up here, and you guys cruise on over to the veterinarian clinic.
To be clear, my phone's not smashed because I would have shot him in the face.
Good deal. Okay.
I assumed that your phone was safe and didn't bother with you.
Yeah, I started with a
The
burner
guy, who's
phone.
been calling, the guy who's been calling his wife over and over, that I was fairly certain that needed to be dealt with.
And to his credit, it is a good idea to go ahead and switch burner phones, but I have plans for mine. Especially since he's already said I'm turning in my truck. I want to be there when that happens. I have a plan.
Okay. So you guys pull up.
As we drove by that, I'm like, we're gonna drop him off and head back over there. I just think of a replacement.
You want to make this episode just a truck shop episode? We can do that.
I mean, we can multitask. We gotta get Red sewed up.
Yeah, that's
like-
true.
Legit surgery where they have to pull a bullet out of her. Like, this is more than just sewed up.
Yeah, it's been healed in for 17 days now.
God, she
So
didn't
you
have
guys-
forceps to take it out with? That must suck. Oh, God,
Yeah.
that's gotta hurt.
It was too deep. She couldn't get it in. Or she
Oof.
couldn't, yeah. So, anyway, you guys pull in to Two Oaks Veterinary Clinic, and it stands as a welcoming refuge for the town's beloved animal companions. It is a cute one-story building, and it's got a hand-painted sign featuring a smiling, cartoonish dog and cat. Right here in the parking lot, there are two cars. There is a blue nondescript sedan and a snow white, brand new Tahoe, very expensive truck. And it's like dubbed out. Nicely done, chrome and white. But as you pull up, you'll see on the license plate that the Tahoe says Boone, Boone. When you guys pull into the parking lot, it's just a gravel parking lot, and those two cars are there. Where you park, you'll see when you get out of the car that there is a sticky green slime coming like from where a car was parked. It like came out of the trunk area of the car and then into the vet clinic.
Well, that's it's not ominous at all. Shut the fuck up, Alexa.
That makes me laugh more than anything else.
It was on Star. You can just push that button. Red, do you know anything with green goo?
Usually when there's like green goo stuff, it's like the blood.
From the creatures?
Yeah.
You recognize these two cars?
The blue one is the vet's. Her name's Valerie. The white one I don't recognize.
Okay, so there's creatures here. All the creatures are bad, right? Like, are we safe to assume all the creatures are bad? Or like, are some of them good? Is there any information we would need before we go in there and kill someone who may or may not deserve it?
Are you asking the GM?
I'm asking the lady who is, more knowledgeable of this than we are, and who needs these people inside here to make her not die.
She's kind of confused by the green goo. Green whatever it is. She says that it was like... to her it looks like alien blood. But it doesn't make sense that like all the creatures around here are infected or something. That's not part of the research she was doing. She said that there were some animals that were changed.
Okay. All right. With that, I guess arm up. Let's go in. We will be cautious. We don't have to be hot, but we can be cautious.
We leaving the general and her here.
I would assume we need to leave the general and her here, because she's not walking around, right?
How about I walk
No.
in and pretend to be a customer, and if something tries to kill me, you rush in and kill it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. You sure you don't want to send Theo in as a customer? He's a much better customer. And then we can rush in after they kill him. I mean, before they kill him, and take care of it.
It's up to you. I was going to take the general, pretend to be, need my dog looked at. And if something tried to kill me, I was going to, just start shooting. And if something didn't try to kill me, I was going to try to discern if everything was on the up and up.
I'm good with either option.
Theo, what do you feel about this?
Especially the one that endangers Theo's life, though.
Theo and the general have been talking. Theo's giving the general like some acting tips on how to look like he's injured.
So I'm definitely taking them. And also, as much as I understand where you're coming from, Hammer, remember that Theo is the brains of the operation. Without him, we're going to have difficulties.
Yeah, I mean, it's an age-old problem with soldiers. We always hate the people in charge. We know we need them.
Anyway, let's go, General. So I'm gonna go into the waiting and reception area as though I'm here with my doggo.
No, you don't get that far. The door's locked.
Oh, anyone behind the waiting? Well, there's cars here, so obviously someone's inside. So, security cameras, knock, doorbell, yeah.
There are security cameras. You can knock and ring a doorbell. And a couple minutes go by if you want to ring the doorbell. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, knock, ring doorbell, look at camera, wave.
All right. Give me a luck roll.
No, I'm gonna have to use digital dice because I didn't bother to get my real dice out. I hate digital dice. 42. I have to figure out what my luck roll is. Luck is 76.
Damn, that's a little luck. That is a lot of luck.
So that works, right? You want lower than your score, right?
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Kitties. They're all going to be mutant alien things.
All right. So a couple moments go by.
She's a bad guy. Gotta shoot her.
And the vet comes up to the door. She is in scrubs. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that button. Fuck that door. So she comes up to the door and she cracks the door and she looks at you and she goes, sorry, we're closed on Sunday unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, my dog is sick. I was hoping you could just look at him.
Oh, she looks down at your dog and she goes, he's your dog?
Well, we kind of found him, but yeah. I mean, he doesn't seem to have an owner, so I adopted him.
I recognize that dog as his name is Buddy. You said you found him?
Yep.
Is he out in the road or something?
Yeah, out in the woods.
He looks really underfed. She looks back to a closed door behind her in reception. And then she's like, come on in. Okay. And she holds the door open for you.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, I thought what's her name said she was going to call ahead.
I don't think that happened. You guys were all destroying phones.
Not you guys. This was a singular individual.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with her calling ahead. I mean, she said she was going to call ahead before we got here.
With your phone. She didn't have a phone, or she would have called for help
had
in the 17 days. No, she's had boner phones. She's had boner phones. All right. So anyway, Valerie, the veterinarian.
Do I see anything like green goo wise or anything that arouses my suspicion now that I'm in the room?
All right. So you're in here. Give me a search roll, but I will tell you that there is somebody walking around in this back, like, main area of the vet. You see as the figure walks by, like, the light changes on the glass on this door.
I crushed that search roll. 15.
Sweet. Okay. So as the shape walked by, it was an unmistakable, like, sheriff-looking shape. I don't know how else to say it, but he's got this massive hat. He's got a dad bod. And he walks by. Maybe he lingers in the glass a little bit so that you can see his shiny badge. And he walks by in that back room. And Valerie's just trying to get your attention. She walks by. She walks behind this desk, and she's like, "So, you found Buddy, and that's great. But I'd like to get him back to his owner, if that's okay with you."
I'm not sure that's going to be possible, but I understand. Why don't you try to get a hold of his owner and get back to me on that?
I've kind of got something going on right now. If you'd like, I could take him, maybe board him for a little while and try to get a hold of his owner.
I'd kind of like
The
him to
general-
stay with me.
Yeah, the general looks at you when she says that, and he sits down and he looks at you sideways, like, "What you gonna do?"
Yeah, we've gotten kind of attached.
Okay. Well, let me write a little note here. So you said this is an emergency. You need like dog food or some. What do you need?
Are you okay? I'm gonna try to. I don't know what the right skill roll is, but I'm gonna be like, "Are you under duress?" without saying it.
Human intelligence. Human. Give me that roll.
I don't know that I have that skill. I have 10%. There's no way I'm gonna make this.
Give it to me.
No, I've used up all my good rolls. You don't understand.
We missed a 10% chance.
It's 56.
Well, you could have rolled a 69.
That's true.
She seems distracted. She seems like she's got something important to do back there. And you've come to her with it's an underfed dog that you found, and now you don't want to turn him over. So she's kind of annoyed at this situation right now. But it just seems like she's got something more pressing to work on right now.
Okay. I'm going to back out of this situation. I don't know the layout of this building, so I can't metagame that. I'm going to be like, so who you got back there? I saw, officer looking type pass by the window.
Oh yeah, he's my dad. We meet up for lunch every now and then.
At the clinic?
She's lying. You don't have to roll for that. She's a bad liar. Not about her dad, but about meeting up for lunch.
Okay. So what's Agent Red? Did she tell me what she did, but I don't think I wrote it down. What her cover name is?
She might have.
I thought she did. I'm looking through my notes.
Deidre.
Oh, if she did tell me, I didn't write it down. But we're gonna say she did because she just told me. So I'm be like, so do you know Deidre?
She looks up sharply at you. It kind of belies her intentions here, but she's like, Deidre Hudnall?
Sure. I'm trying to gauge her reaction.
She knows her.
You guys friends?
Sometimes. She's the mail lady. She works for the USPS. I haven't seen her in a while. Like 2, maybe 3 weeks. But yeah, I'd consider her a friend.
Cool. Can you chill here for a second? Go this way. And be like, hey guys. As she walks closer, I'll be like, hey guys, come on in.
Yeah, she's gonna stick her head out to see what's going on.
Just gonna see a gaggle of people heading this way. As I walk by Hammer, I'm gonna be like, "There's some dude in the back." She says it's her dad. I'm not so sure.
Got it. I head for the back.
I'm going to push her and her little cart over to the front door.
Like I said, Valerie, it's an emergency.
Oh my God, Deidre! Oh, get inside right now. And her entire attitude changes. And you guys come inside, and she's like, "Oh, this is a gunshot. This is Deidre. What are you doing?" Agent Red is pretty out of it right now. She's been moved around a lot. She's in a lot of pain. She coughs up a little blood, and Valerie's like, okay, come on back. I don't know who you are, but if you're with Jesus Christ. And then she kicks this door open, which swings open freely, and you guys can get her back here, and it is a scene. As you come in, Sheriff Clayton Boone is on the phone. He's not talking into it, he's just listening up to the receiver, like he's got somebody on the other line giving him instructions. But as you walk in, there's a cage here on a table, and inside of it is a Doberman. There's green blood just oozing off of this Doberman. And as you guys come in, Valerie's like, come on, we gotta just go straight over here, come on. And Sheriff Boone turns around, sees you guys, and he's like, oh, God damn it. And he hangs up the phone, and he's like, all right, I'm going to scrub in. And he gets ready at surgery prep. Valerie's like kicking the door open. Come on. And she kicks this door open, and you guys go into surgery where she puts Red on the table.
They go into surgery. I'm going to start looking for wherever the security cameras are logging their footage. Look, old habits die hard. I gotta go destroy some security camera footage.
So there's wireless routers that you would see like access points UFO style in the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
But give me it's a computer science roll. Yeah, computer science.
I was really hoping to look for the office, but we can do it that way if we want to.
You can give me a search roll to look for an office.
I think that's going to be a much better choice because I'm not trained in computer science.
You know what? You don't even have to roll for it because this door right here says office.
Okay. I'm looking for the computer console that controls all of the cameras.
The sheriff, as he's cleaning up, he's like, hey, you can't just walk up in there.
Dude, I'm an assassin. I didn't wait for him. He walked away to scrub in.
He's right here at surgery prep. Mm-hmm. He did not walk in there with them.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. No, I will wait then.
Okay.
I'm not an idiot.
Okay. Just double check it. I didn't know if you saw him there or not.
Well, you had said he was scrubbing in, so my assumption was he went into surgery.
Yeah, right here at surgery prep is where he's scrubbing in. Surgery is over here where she's getting taken care of a little bit. Valerie's still got to scrub in. So this is going to be a process where they're going to be in and out of surgery and surgery prep, getting ready. Theo, what are you doing right now?
I'm watching Agent Red, making sure she's okay. Acting super concerned as a sheriff and a vet are going to do surgery on her.
Good deal.
I try to help out, like, make sure she's still got all of her teeth in there.
You're really concerned about her teeth? All right, during all this, the general, he sits patiently by the door, like he's lookout. Where did he go? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm staring at this dog.
Is that what you're doing? I thought you were going to find a back door.
I had been, but then we went into the front.
I thought that you were going around back as they were going in the front. Is that not the case anymore?
It wasn't, but it could be.
It's up to you.
I don't care.
What do you want to do?
I mean, if I go in the back door, whenever I find the green-colored dog and realize what's going on, I'm gonna stare at the green-colored dog.
Okay. Well, let's just make it easy and say that you come through the front door and you see this Doberman in a cage. It looks like it's been hit by a car, declared dead, and then come back to life. There is stuff hanging off of it, flesh hanging off of it, and the bleeding green takes you right back to Agent Royale when you stuck him with that big Bowie knife and he bled green. Doberman's clearly dead, but it's up, moving around. Very shaky, jerky movements inside this cage. Not barking, just observing what's going on right now.
Yep, that's not ominous at all. Is the sheriff at the is he between us and the? Yeah, the sheriff's right here.
Sure. Yeah. So there's this surgery prep area over here where he's washing his hands. He's getting a smock thing on. He's getting all prepped up, and then he's gonna go in, and Valerie's gonna come out. It depends on how long you're gonna sit here.
Yeah, if one of them would give me a go ahead, I'm gonna I'd like to deal with this before it becomes worse. That's unnatural.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it this way. Before Valerie comes out, the sheriff turns around and sees you eyeing this Doberman. And he goes, yeah, I was going to shoot it too. It definitely needs to die, but maybe not here.
I was thinking that would probably deal with that. We found explosives and fire tend to work better than bullets.
He looks at you and goes, you with the colonel?
Are you with the colonel?
He gives you a wink. He's about the same age as the colonel. I'm going to give you that one for free.
All right. Yes. But I'm not sure who else is because they just greenlit him.
That's not good. All right, look, don't burn my daughter's vet clinic down. We kind of need this for the town and everything. If you're gonna do something with this thing, do it away from here, maybe. I don't want that thing spreading either. And he walks into surgery, and then Valerie will come out. What?
This is a vet clinic.
Yeah.
You have an incinerator on site.
That would be true.
I don't see one here. I think they ship them out.
No. They don't ship dead animals out to Cade.
I think they do here, because I don't see I don't see one here on the...
That's pretty standard, man.
I'm not going to make it that easy for you. How about that?
It's standard. It's not even that easy.
Yeah, man. Look how much grief he's giving me just for wanting to destroy some video camera evidence.
Oh, shit.
Give you grief? I said comp sci. Jeez.
And this is why the whole veterinarian clinic ends up getting burnt down.
All these dogs and cats would die. That'd be terrible.
Oh, yeah, because there's not a well outside for me to pitch them into.
I'm going to put a well on every property for you.
That would take care of them in the burn.
Not a fucking incinerator.
Yeah, not an incinerator. Just a well. I'm trying to give you a puzzle here instead of just an out.
Yes, but when you did the whole cop sci thing, my guy doesn't have that skill. He needs to physically find a device he can destroy.
All right, so you'll see it through the glass of this door. There's a laptop in there. There's going to be a computer here at reception. Other than that, I don't think there's going to be another spot.
I guess I've been playing Hitman too much, where the computers are all tied into a central thing that you can destroy, like a bank of tapes, a bank of hard drives that store it all.
Yeah, I just didn't see one here. I mean, like, we could make one if you want. Could have it back here in the mechanical room. That's where the server would be.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what he's looking for.
Okay.
This building also doesn't have an electrical room.
Yeah, I guess it would be all the mechanical stuff.
Nope. You can't have electrical and mechanical in the same room, especially for a building this size.
Maybe here. I have no idea.
We need to burn this place down. It's not safe.
Anyway, regardless, Chad is on cleanup evidence duty, and that is what he's attempting to do. That is one of our directives. He's looking for those security tapes so that he can make them go away.
Good plan. All right, so while they're doing surgery, you can be doing that. And then while they're doing surgery, what do you want to do, Hammer?
I'm gonna drag the crate out back, tie some phosphorus grenades to the sides, and burn it. The flag.
I like your plan. All right. I have to make a surgery roll to see if Red is going to survive this. But I think everybody else doesn't need to take or make rolls right now. Use Craven's dice. Oh no. Theo, you're in the surgery room. And about 30 minutes in, Agent Red just flatlines. And Valerie starts to panic. And the sheriff looks at her and he goes, You did everything you could, darling. And Valerie's like, No, I. She looks at you, Theo. You have any input right now that might be able to help?
She's real weak from everything. Do you do CPR at this point?
Yeah, compressions might help, but probably not while her body's open like this.
Oh, you got one of those little things you can just jump start her heart.
This isn't a hospital. I have tools like that, I guess. Roll a luck roll.
Yeah. I was about to just reach in there and start trying to pump her heart. 42 out of 50.
You get her going again. I like it. All right.
Yeah.
It's a bloody operating table. And it's going to take another 45 minutes to get her sewn up. But the bullet is out. And the healing can begin. Theo walks out covered in blood. Hammer's here. He's taking the cage out. It's gone now. What do you do about the green blood? Do you do anything?
Antifreeze.
Antifreeze?
Yeah. Just cover it with antifreeze and bleach. Just should take out whatever that's there.
Where do you get the antifreeze from? I'll give you like an hour's worth of work here. You just go across the street to Nuts and Bolts.
Yep, nuts and bolts. Got a bunch of household chemicals.
Get your nut and bolt is, I think, what I called it.
Yep, get your nut and bolt.
All right, so you get some antifreeze and some bleach, and you pour it all into this mixture.
Wait,
And
was
it-
it that or was it D's nuts and bolts and
D's?
screwdrivers?
I don't remember what you named it, but I called it Get Your Nut and Bolt.
Fair enough.
All right, so you get this cleaned up. In the hour Chad is working, you can delete all the security system footage. That's no problem. What else do you want to do?
So in the vein of getting rid of evidence, so I if I found the thing and I disabled it and wiped it out and all that good jazz, because I don't want it to continue recording. I don't just want to delete it. I want it disabled. I'm gonna come back out here. Hammer's gonna have taken care of that particular issue. I'm assuming I would get back in time to witness the end of Agent Red.
I know who I saved her.
You saved her?
As I stagger out, I restarted her heart with my hand.
That's impressive.
You sure there wasn't just a loose wire on the monitor?
Something you saw in a movie.
No, I restarted her heart. It wasn't pumping, and I squeezed it consistently to the beat of my favorite bluegrass song. And then it started beating on its own.
Huh.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
And then they did more surgery, and they took a bullet out, and you did really well.
Okay. So this is surprising. I guess I don't have to get rid of that body.
Theo looks at him, he points to himself, and he shakes his head, and he points to Valerie, and he shakes his head. I figured it out. You're talking about that one. Yeah. No, we brought her here to save her.
The sheriff's standing here now. He's like, what? Never mind. I guess I don't really want to know. Hey, the dog is gone. Valerie's like, oh, I see that. Which one of you did that? She looks at Hammer. He's covered in green.
I smell like smoke.
I was gonna do some tests on it, but better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like those things.
Dogs?
No, the green stuff. It's not natural.
I've only seen it a few times. But yes, I agree. It's definitely unnatural.
So how do the both of you know Deidre?
Valerie looks over at Clayton, the sheriff, and they exchange this look. And then Clayton says, and he hops up on this, exam table here, sitting on it, getting comfy. And he goes, the colonel and I go way back, even before his military career. I've been a friendly with the program, I think you'd call it, for a little while, but I don't know about all the new guys in town, because I don't know if you guys know this, but there are some new guys in town. We pulled them over last night in a blacked out silver sedan. Couple, like a man and a woman. So I know that there's other figures running around here. But yeah, to put your mind at ease, I think I've been with the colonel for a long, long time. We're good friends. Who's rolling?
You can't rotate dice. Apparently Q&E also rolled them. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Anyway, that's my new Tahoe out there. The colonel helped me pay for it.
Theo looks at Hammer and goes, "You gonna smash that one too?"
Well, one.
And he just said the colonel got him a thing. Is the colonel tracking him?
He's a civilian.
No, I'm the sheriff, actually.
And technically, we're all civilians. You do know that, right, Hammer? Feel like
What?
I just blew his mind.
No, I don't agree.
Valerie says, Well, I know you got rid of the dog and everything, but what about the Boyles, the family that brought it in? They hit it on the way to church this morning. They got all that green shit in the back of their Subaru. I told them to wash it out, but I mean, you might want to go check up on
Do you know
that.
where that Subaru is?
Phone number, address?
I might be able to get some of that. And she starts moving towards the door when the radio on Sheriff Boone's chest goes off, and it's the dispatcher. And she says into it, she says, "Sheriff, you're not going to believe this." And the sheriff hits her back and goes, "What is it, Diane?" And the woman's voice comes back on. She goes, "Lenny Poole is home." And the sheriff looks over at Valerie. Valerie looks over at him. Exchanging this other look, they look shocked. And the dispatcher says, his parents just called 911. EMTs are on the way. And the sheriff's like, "Oh my fucking God," and starts running out the front door.
I'm assuming that Lenny Poole has been dead for some time.
I think he's one of those kids that disappeared. We should probably go too.
I was talking to Valerie, but yeah.
Theo knows.
Okay.
Valerie's like, well, I'll stay here with Red and make sure she survives, I guess. So you guys going to follow the sheriff?
I am, but on these tables, as everyone's filing out the door, is there anything that my hitman knowledge would say, hey, this is a poison that'll kill someone really fast? You want to luck roll?
So here in the lab pharmacy, yeah, you can roll a luck roll. A lot of it's like behind a glass cabinet.
That's okay.
But there's a lot of it.
I rolled a 97, so even if it's there, I can't get to it.
There's a lot of it here. If you wanted to come back at night, take some.
Yeah. So good to know. I'll make a mental note.
All right, so the general holds the door open for you guys, and the sheriff's like, "Oh, thank you, buddy." And then he turns and he stops. And he looks at the dog, and he's like, "What the fuck are you?" And the dog looks at him like really, really kind-eyed, like the doggy eyes. And the sheriff's like, "Ah, fuck, I can't even deal with this shit right now." And he heads over to his white Tahoe, and the dog jumps into the back of the Hummer.
All right. Let's roll out, guys.
Theo holds the door for everybody else and tries to catch up. Gosh, these guys are fast.
All right. Oop, I didn't mean to grab that dog. Let's get you guys near the character box. And we'll switch maps.
So Hammer is covered in green blood. Theo's covered in red blood.
Most of mine's antifreeze. I didn't really get a lot on me burning it, but I did cleaning up trying to mix the antifreeze with the bleach so it would bring
Smell
down
like
the-
bleach, antifreeze, and smoke.
Yeah, it's awful.
Or like a Tuesday at a Hammer's house.
Also that.
Hammer's Real House. All right, you guys are in the Hammermobile coming from the veterinarian clinic, and you're following
It's just called the Hammer.
the Hammer.
Yeah.
Let's change it.
It's just called the soon to have a car bomb.
Yeah, it is called that too. Just paid it off too.
We've got some real questions to answer,
Speaking of which, I'd like to see if I can swipe and clone the SIM card that Theo held onto without him knowing.
I would allow it. Who has the SIM card right now?
He does. I also have no intention of stealing it from him permanently. I just want to be able to clone his GPS signal.
Oh, okay.
I have plans.
Yeah, that usually requires comp sci rolls to get done. Just as a heads up. I like your plans, though. Maybe you can find somebody in town that could do it for you.
Okay, well, I can take it without doing that. I have a very high stealth.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah, I have it. Unless Theo wants to oppose it. I rolled a 30.
Versus my alertness.
Yes.
I rolled a 5.
Well, it's a 30 out of what?
So it's a 30. My score is 50.
And you got a 5 out of what for your awareness?
45.
Yeah, he got the higher roll then. He wins. That's where your skills come in handy. Alright, so I got a new major, or no, this is Sergeant Hammer. Agent Hammer. Token. Thank you for sending me that. Alright, so you've got the hammer, the H1. The dog is in the back. You guys are peeling out, following the white Tahoe of the sheriff, and he pulls out of this road and takes an immediate left, and then cuts across the bridge going to Two Oaks. And the bridge is like this old stone thing, reaches across the creek river thing, and you guys haul ass down past the Podunk's bar, and you guys are close like to town hall and the sheriff's office. And as you guys are pulling past the sheriff's office, there's a cruiser coming out of the sheriff's office going the opposite direction with his lights on at a high rate of speed. So you guys pull in, like, this is where you guys would see the sheriff passing you guys, and you would follow the white Tahoe down this road and go to the pool house. Alright, everybody understand where we are in relation to the town?
Yar.
It's important later. Alright. So, also, the other car went the other way. So there's another emergency going on. So you guys pull up to the pool house. And I'm going to change maps again. Unless anybody has anything to say.
Oh, we don't have a cell phone, so we can't call the clinic, the vet.
I have a cell phone. Also, we have burner phones, so we can have those distributed. Also, I'm assuming that my assassin agency contacts, since I don't have, comp sci skills, I have like a guy for that. So I could have him working on it in the background while we're doing this other adventure. I just need it by the time he sells the car.
Yeah, so you'd have to stick the sim into the computer and copy it and then send it to your buddy, right?
Sure. Whatever he tells me to do. I'm the stupid guy at the end of the help desk and he tells me what to do with it.
Gotcha. You guys come up to a quite the tableau. Let's pull you up in the hammer. We got Agent Hammer. Who else is here? We got Chad, the sheriff, Theo, the general, all right. Yeah, take a look around, take it in. As you guys pull up, there's quite the scene. There's already a police car here, and you guys wouldn't actually see Deputy Marcia Wheatley yet. She's on the ground prone underneath the police car. And the Tahoe stops short and the sergeant jumps out, sheriff jumps out, and he starts quickly walking up to a blown up ambulance. This shell of an ambulance doesn't really have a roof on it, and it's all twisted metal and shrapnel, and part of it is on fire. There on the ground next to it are two bodies, one of a golden retriever and one of a man. And the sheriff's like, holy shit, oh fuck, and and he gets back behind the Tahoe and pulls his gun out. I don't know what's going on here, fellas, but be careful if you're going up there. There's like oxygen tanks and shit in that. I don't know if they've already blown or they're about to blow. Just be careful. Marcia, you okay? And Marcia says, yeah. And he goes running over there. What do you guys want to do?
I don't think I can sneak around an explosion, so we're gonna probably follow Hammer's lead. But I'm very stealthy, if that'll help.
So if we flip around this way, can we see into the back of the burning ambulance?
Yeah. You can get around there and just look in. You don't have to stealth over there.
Does it look like the oxygen tanks have already exploded?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna keep Theo within arm's reach.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking up this way.
We're gonna trail at a distance. Kind of leading Theo. That way, you know, if something explodes or starts shooting, I can help him.
Theo is fumbling inside his jacket for his pistol.
What does it look like caused the wreck? Like, what did they hit?
So you give me a search roll on the ambulance. If you want to walk over to it and actually give it a good look, or are you staying far away from it? You're trying to stay outside of like explosion distance?
No, I just verified the explosion is not the problem. So now I'm trying to figure out what caused the problem.
Okay.
So what do you want?
No, I'm just going to describe what's going on here. So the back side of this ambulance, you guys walked up on this side of it, or sorry, the driver's side of the ambulance, because we're here in America. And it was shrapnel on this side. But
no, we walked up like, hold on, it's confusing because it's.
Oh, it is both ways. It depends on how you've got your camera.
Yeah.
I have the front of the ambulance is pointed towards this house.
Yeah, so we're on the passenger side.
Now you're on the passenger side of it, and on the passenger side of the ambulance, it looks like something has erupted out of it, and in a trajectory and with momentum to take it up the mountainside. And you start looking up that way, and there's like a cut of vegetation reaching all the way, like at the top of the trees, but there's a straight line going up the mountain towards the comms antenna that's way up on the side of the mountaintop. It's probably a mile and a half. You could make it in, 4 minutes, 20 seconds, except that it's straight uphill. Like straight up mountain. It will take a climb.
All right. I'm gonna go back to the Hummer, grab the fire extinguisher, and start putting the fire out.
What do the other two agents want to do? You pass by. There's this body sitting here, and this dog. The dog is not dead. This man is clearly dead. And the dog is like laying down, kind of ragdoll, but you can see its chest heaving.
What color's the blood?
Red.
Okay, good. We can live. Is there a well nearby?
Yeah, there's probably a well on this property.
Okay.
So,
you walk back.
I mean, if we establish that there's not a significant danger here, I'm going to have a look around. Can I make like an alertness roll to see if I catch any further details?
Yeah, give me an alertness roll. Theo, what do you want to do?
Can I roll a forensics roll on the dead body?
Sure can.
I rolled a 20, so that's an amazing roll for me.
Hell yeah. You're looking from the outside, into the house, and there are two people inside the house, too. They look to be both women, and they look freaked out. Like they're talking very excited and animatedly and panicked, and they're trying to calm each other down, but they're just end up screaming at each other a little bit more.
Okay. I'd like to walk up to the front door and knock.
The door is opened by a lady.
Oh, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
From the information I already have.
She is in her 40s. She has shoulder-length brown hair and a red shirt on. And she is distraught. She's been crying, and she opens the door, and she sees you, and she says, Is everything okay out there? I heard a boom. Is that the ambulance? The ambulance exploded.
Did you see anything when the ambulance exploded, or did you only hear it?
Lenny was inside, and Robert. Is Robert okay? Robert was inside the ambulance too. Oh my god.
Who's Lenny?
My son, Lenny. He came back. Lenny came back, and then we called 911, and the ambulance, the EMT came. Oh, is the EMT okay? Oh my god. What? I don't want. And she's like trying to look over your shoulder at the damage.
Ma'am, did anyone see what happened when the ambulance exploded?
There was. She looks at you, and her left eye, goes sideways, while her right eye is staring at you, like her brain is trying to catch up with what she saw. And she says, in a very weak voice, Lenny moved the world. And then she blinks and looks back at you, and she cries a little bit more.
Thank you for your help. She just failed a sanity roll. She's not necessarily possessed.
Yeah, she has failed the sanity roll.
Better safe than sorry.
If she'd started like speaking in tongues or doing all weirdness, I probably would have cut her a little bit to see if she bled green, but I'm pretty sure she just failed a sanity roll.
When her eyes go all sideways, you look behind her over her shoulder, and there's a young girl, like in her 20s, and she's like sitting on the couch with her knees up to her chest, and she's breathing really heavily.
Did you see anything, ma'am? I was just kind of cock my head over to the side and say something to her.
So, because this is like horror movie style, she looks up very slowly at you, tilting her head, and she goes, I saw everything. Because I just got to put that flavor on it. But yeah, she does. She's seen a lot. Yeah. She's got a 1,000-yard stare.
I'm going to ask if I can come in. I'm imagining Linda's not going to be super responsive.
Yeah, she's kind of catatonic. You can nudge her out of the way a little bit.
Gentle nudge, and I'm going to like try to make eye contact with Sarah and say, "Can you explain to me what just happened?"
Sarah looks at you and she goes, I don't know if I can ever explain what happened, but I'll tell you what I saw. We were eating dinner, and there was a green flash in the backyard, and we all stood up and looked out there, and it was Lenny. He's been gone for 3 months. But here he was, straight, just sitting there, he was glowing. A green glow to him. and he floated to the back deck, and my dad went and let him in, and my mom ran and hugged him, and we were so happy to see him again. But it wasn't Lenny. It wasn't Lenny. And my dad knew, and he called 911, and he took Lenny out front. And when the ambulance showed up, Lenny panicked, and he said he wasn't going to go. And my dad put him in the back of the ambulance, and then everything folded together, and the ambulance just popped. I don't know how to explain it, but Lenny's not there anymore. I know he's gone. And then you guys showed up.
Is Lenny what cut that line through the woods?
Sarah hasn't really noticed the line. That was the you thing. But now that now that you bring it up, looks like, yeah, he went that way.
Thank you. And when I head back, I'm going to disseminate that first-hand account to Theo and Hammer if they're interested in listening.
Theo got a 001 on his forensics roll.
Ooh, god damn.
So you brought the dead man back to life and asked him the same questions?
I'm talking to the dog now.
I have an eyewitness. I know everything.
Funny you should say that. Because the dog wakes up, and the dog absolutely he absolutely flips his shit when he sees the body of Robert Poole. Not as a dog would normally act when seeing his dead master. No, this dog jumps and rips through the air and is absolutely fucking like, it's not the zoomies. It's like the zoomies, but it's a panicked, absolutely losing his shit zoomies. And he is panicked looking at this body and then looking around and like chasing his tail. And the general comes over and barks at him and sits. And Max Poole sits. And the general and the Max look at each other from across the way. And they just sit there for a moment and have this dog eye contact that should not be happening. What are you going to do about that?
So I kind of saw the general do that when he dug up the mummy the last episode, and I lost my shit and I laid down, and the general put his little arms on me and it made me feel better. So I'm gonna take my little arms and I'm gonna put those on Max Poole and see if I can make Max feel better.
Got this three-way hug thing going on. Alright, I need sanity checks for that. And it's just going to be a loss of 1 if you fail it. But Chad, I need your sanity for Sarah Poole's story, too. Just a loss of 1 if you fail it.
This is my first sanity check I've passed.
That's great.
It's because I'm touching 2 dogs, not just 1.
Therapy dogs.
Said it's a loss of 1.
Yeah, if you failed it.
Yeah, I did.
Or you can push it off onto somebody else.
Yes, that's true.
With a willpower point.
I'm not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have very much of those either. I've got 7 willpower points.
Alright, the deputy comes over with the sheriff after the ambulance fire has been put out. And maybe you guys could all gather up here to swap stories. But the deputy her arm has broken. And from this angle, you guys could see that there's a dent in the side of her police car. The sheriff is kind of like supporting her and helping her walk because her knee is kind of blown out too.
Did that happen in the explosion?
You ask her that?
Yeah.
No, sir. She looks at the sheriff, and the sheriff nods at her, and she turns back to you. And she goes, "The boy did it. He shoved me through the air without actually hitting me. Like The Force. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Force pushed me.
Star Trek?
No, Star Wars. What are you, some sort of
Doctor
idiot?
Who? Come on.
Doctor Who. That's a good one with the sonic screwdriver.
At least you got the screwdriver.
I was about
right.
to say you did that wrong because you said the right thing. Come on, man. What a nub.
Yeah, like the Stargate.
No,
Yeah.
You gotta respect some things, man.
At least it's the Who that he respects.
Blasphemers, all of you.
I
Okay.
think that one would hurt the most.
So, after he shoved you, is that when he bolted through and he pointed to the line, the path cut through the weeds?
You pointed out to the sheriff and to the deputy. They both look at it and they're like, "Holy shit! Yeah, I guess it. Look at that." And you guys look, and at the top of the comms tower, a mile up on this mountainside, is this tiny, glowing green person sitting all the way at the top of the comms tower.
Like
Sheriff's
glowing
like-
and you can see through them, or like glowing because they're just glowing?
What kind of question is that?
I got a
because-
scope.
Is
I
he
got a scope.
is he glowing because he's wearing a rubber suit with like a glow in the dark paint and his form of skeleton like painted on it? Like, are we Scooby Doo? Because we have a dog now.
Is he translucent? Is he just a glowing person?
He's
like I got
Too
a
far
scope.
away for you to see.
I have a scope.
What
It's
kind
a
of
mile
scope?
away. I don't know. It's whatever the gun came with.
What gun? You didn't pick up that gun.
You gave us guns.
Oh, you came with a gun.
Why wouldn't I come with a gun? What?
How many guns did you come with? Now I'm just being an asshole.
I got my pistol. I got a knife. I got a bunch of grenades.
So you look up through your scope at the top of the comms tower, and there's this little boy sitting there kicking his heels, sitting on the steel grating. And he's glowing like a 45-watt light bulb, green. And he's kicking his little heels, and he's just watching the stars.
All right. But not like a ghost. Just like a person who's glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm picturing the Simpsons episode where like Homer gets irradiated and starts glowing
Yeah.
green.
Good. So solid. I could shoot him if I wanted to. Nothing to do. It's a child. Shouldn't shoot children.
The squawk box on the sheriff's chest goes off, and it's his deputy Hadley Best. He comes over the radio and he says, "Sheriff, there's a situation on the road, all the way up at the end of the valley. Sheriff, there's been a landslide." And the sheriff goes, "What the fuck is going on around here?" And Hadley comes back and says, "Well, dispatch called in and said Diana Simpson's back." And the sheriff looks around and he goes, "Fuck, there's two of these motherfuckers."
Guys, I feel like we got to walk this path up to that tower.
We gotta go catch a kid.
Yeah, I go to my car and I get everything I have, including the new ammo and the new gun, the shotgun, and I start trekking.
Hey, did those people say if they had a dog?
They didn't specify to Agent Husky. The
Sheriff,
dog is acting weird too.
Sheriff Boone, you know the pools, right? Do they have a dog?
Yeah, I think his name's Max. This is him right here. And the dog looks at the sheriff and whines.
You got it
then-
backwards. This one's Max.
This one's Max.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the sheriff's like, yep, it's Max, the dog. Max starts whining.
I'm going to look at Max, and I'm gonna look at Buddy, and I'm gonna be like, you guys don't understand the words we're saying, right?
They look at you.
Yep. Do either of them shake their head? It's a trap.
Yeah, they know better. They're not going to do that right now.
Right.
I'm going to tell the sheriff that body probably needs to be disposed of.
What a tragic accident for the oxygen tank within the ambulance to explode in that way. Right, Mrs. Wheatley?
Yeah.
Deputy
I hand him a phosphorus grenade, and I tell him that should cover it.
It's already blown. We're just going to write it up in our report.
You gotta burn the bodies too.
Deputy Wheatley, where's the person who was driving the ambulance?
In the front seat.
I forgot to look in there. Sorry. I was too excited. Poole he's not missing any teeth. Like, he cleans regularly, like flosses every day. This guy is immaculate teeth.
He has mustache hairs in his teeth.
You know, he doesn't look like it.
It surprised me too. You never know. Some people take their teeth very well. But we should go up that hill.
Yeah. Time for a hike, boys.
Just to be clear, what equipment are you taking? What equipment do you think you could handle taking up a mountain climb?
More or less everything on my sheet, minus the car bombs.
I've got a pistol, and I want a backpack with some water in it because I'm tired. It's kind of hot. It's getting late.
Yep. See, I have this thing called a go bag that's got all those things in it.
Standard. I'm sorry, that's SOP.
Yeah, I'm asking the sheriff, like, do you have a water bottle I could borrow?
Yeah, I think I've got one in the truck. You can go get it.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be right back.
I'll hand him a spare camel pack.
He said he's got a water bottle back here. Oh, I guess that'll fit on my back. Oh, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Roll me an alertness, Theo.
Oh, that's a 99. Out of 45.
All right, you grab the water out of the sheriff's brand new white Tahoe, and you slam the door, and you start walking away from it. When you hear a car pull up, it looks to be like a silver Taurus, like a Ford Taurus, but its windows are really tinted.
I'm going to run back to my guys. Say, somebody else is here, guys. They got the drop on me. Are we headed out, or are we trying to talk them off? Oh, we should do that thing like we're federal agents and they should just leave, please. Oh, we got the sheriff on our hands, too. It'll be cool.
Imagine this is silver. Hold on. I might be able to make it so. Silver. That's more of a gray. It's okay.
Guys, she just left me and started walking away. All right, I'll catch up.
Sorry, taking notes. There's a lot of stuff to write down here.
There's even more. I don't know why you guys are walking away yet.
I'll run up to the sheriff. I say, hey, sheriff, are those the other guys you were talking about earlier?
He turns around, looks at the car, goes, "Oh, God damn it. I can't catch a fucking break." And this woman gets out of the car. Starts walking towards everybody. And the sheriff goes, Deputy, go get her. Tell her to leave, I guess. The deputy's like, "Oh, okay. Yes, sir." And they go and have this conversation over here. Hammer, are you this close? You can give me an alertness to hear what they say. Are you there?
Yeah. I had to go into the bathroom.
Ah,
16 out of
it's a pass, right?
70. Yeah. It's pass.
All right, so the lady in glasses, you hear her talking to the deputy, and she says, well, the deputy starts, and she goes, "Is there a problem here?" And the lady in the glasses says, "Well, that's what I'm here to find out." And the deputy goes, "No, there's no problem here for you." And glasses lady says, "You sure about that? It kind of looks like it." And she's looking over at the blown up ambulance, and the deputy says, I could get you for trespassing right now. Why don't you get back in your car and you can leave, or I'll arrest you." And the lady in glasses leans over and looks over at the sheriff, and they make eye contact like through the distance. And she goes, "We both know that you're not going to do that." And Wheatley says, "Look, this is under control. The sheriff is here." And Pearson, sorry, the lady in glasses, she goes, "You do know there's another one, right?" And she gets back into the car. But the car stays there.
So, witnessing that but not hearing what they're saying, while that conversation would have taken place, Chad would have been like, "Sheriff, who's the woman?"
Fucking out of towner is what she is. Big trouble too. Here with a group. I think there's like 10 of them or something. Anyway, they came in about the same time as Deidre did. But as much as I like Deidre, you know, she works for the colonel, and I'm a man that I'm with the colonel. You know, this one over here. She's not with the colonel.
Did she claim to be with some kind of government agency?
Claim to be? Shit, she showed me 9 different fucking government agency badges. I don't know which one she's with. NSA, fucking CIA. You pick one, she's with them.
All right, well, that may bear further investigation later down the line. But for the time being, I think our task is still pretty clear.
Sheriff's like, yeah, I guess we get a search party going and we try to find Lenny Poole.
Sheriff.
Yes.
About how old was he?
I think he was 14.
I describe the height of the boy I saw on the mountaintop, and
Yeah.
any other discernible features I could have picked up on. Is that Lenny Poole?
It sounds like him.
Okay, Sheriff, I'm going to tell you, I don't think this is a search party kind of search.
He looks at you quizzically, and then his radio goes off, and it's a lot of chatter. Like Deputy Best is having a shit time up there with the landslide blocking the road. There's an ambulance that was trying to head out of the valley, and now it's stopped up there. And then the radio goes silent.
You might ought to check on that, Sheriff. I think we've got this handled here.
Fuck. I can't catch a fucking break at all. And he turns around.
You probably better not be in here anyway. For your sake. Pretty sure we're gonna have to kill a kid.
What? In this game called Delta Green? What?
I mean, I think it
Impossible.
really depends on the level of monster your GM is.
You haven't killed a dog yet.
That's just true. I haven't.
I think
There's
he just
10
did.
dogs thrown in front of me.
I've given you lots of dogs.
I clearly am not the monster in this situation.
He burnt a dog like 20 minutes ago.
What?
Oh yeah.
That was-
Well, that was a zombie thing.
Yeah, that was a
Clearly
zombie.
dead.
Clearly, the undead doesn't count. Can't die twice.
Can die twice. Exactly. That's exactly true. You can't kill something twice.
You know that movie All Dogs Go to Heaven does not apply to dead ones, like the zombie ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, its soul already went to heaven. What's left behind, like Pet Cemetery, it's not good.
Came back, changed.
Yeah.
All right. So, the sheriff is going to look at you guys, and he's going to say, "You're fucking so goddamn lucky. Me and the colonel are so tight." All right. Listen.
Wait, hold up. Aren't you lucky too? Because with that, if that wasn't the case, we wouldn't be here, and you'd be dealing with this shit without us. You'd have that bitch over there in charge.
That's probably true. You know what? Come back over here with me. And he brings you back over to the White Tahoe. And he says, I'm gonna give you this. And he gives you a police issue radio that has all of the police bands on it. And he's like, check in with me when you are done. And he looks at you when he says done and puts an emphasis on done, like he knows what's about to happen.
Yeah, I put my finger to the side of my nose, and I'm like, yeah, got it.
Theo looks around and goes, okay, yep, got it.
He's probably the only one here who hasn't got it yet. I love it and hate you.
Wheatley, clean this up. And Wheatley looks at him just like, yes, sir. She's fucked up. The sheriff gets into his Tahoe and leaves.
Don't worry about your broken arm. Just get your job done.
Yeah,
Walk
clean
it
up
off.
around here. All right. Well, the current situation is Wheatley is here basically blocking the scene from Pearson over here on the glasses and the silver sedan. She's parked next to your Hummer, and you're about to leave the scene and walk up a mountain, right?
Yep.
Can we do a quick search of the ambulance before you light it on fire as we walk away?
Can I consult with my comrades and be like, hey, I'm just getting a bad vibe from that chick over there. Should I go ahead and just strap one of these car bombs to the bottom of her car?
I was thinking about putting a bullet in her head on the way by, but I was like, you know what? If she is government, that just means there's going to be another government we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah, but like those car bombs I salvaged, they weren't ours. So they'll just point to
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
else.
no, send someone else. I didn't say they'd pin it on us. There's no way they'd know.
But you might
But
want
they'll just
to move your car.
Hmm?
You might want to move your car if we decide to do this.
Oh yeah, no, or we just use my car.
No, I've got plans for that. You see, if you trade it in, you get your full value for it. And if it's emitting a certain GPS signal, then whoever is tracking it will eventually find that car. And if we've got tabs on it, then we'll know when they're there. And if I hit a certain button and it explodes and kills that individual, then, you know. That's my genius plan.
Fair enough.
In the meantime, I might need to take this other car bomb I've got and belly crawl over to the sedan. And I'll be right back.
She was just leaving anyway.
She rolls out.
She was going to. I was going to have that doing before you said I'm going to put a car bomb on her. But if you want to do this, you can.
I was consulting with my party members. I want their consent before I do this.
But she is going to leave the scene. That is her intention.
I mean, I already almost shot her.
Yeah, there's a bit of silent member of this conversation.
Oh, that's part of the op, right?
Killing government
Is it?
officials?
What?
No.
I
I mean, yes.
all
Killing
I've ever
government officials, yes, you're exactly. You know what, Theo? It is good to see you finally understanding.
Use your real name, kill the NSA agent. Yes, let's do this. You're the best agent ever.
It doesn't matter. She's going to pull away before I can get there.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Money, ideology, coercion. What's the S? The E? Ego.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Oh, that's the things that can make a person turn on their country. Money, ideology, coercion, or ego.
Well, none of those are happening to Theo. It's just straight up just bad decisions.
It's ego. Yeah.
That's not ego. That's just bad decisions. Like, he's not doing it because he thinks he's the hero. He's maybe it is ego. I don't know.
It's all coercion.
You're being coerced, definitely.
No one coerced you.
You've got two agents coercing you all the time.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look through the van or the ambulance that's blown apart. I want to see if there's any like residual glowing evidence. Actually, I'm gonna pull out my magnet and see if I can catch another magnet.
You pull your magnet out, you're holding it up to this ambulance, and it is pulling towards metal objects here. Not just gold, or I'm sorry, not just magnetic objects, but gold as well, if there was gold in here. But you're picking up like aluminum. You're picking up stuff like, it's crazy how this crystal is trying to pull towards any metallic element. And it all seems to pull the same. You're walking around this ambulance, though, with this crystal, and it starts to get hot. You probably actually noticed this while it was in your pocket, and you were looking at Robert Poole and his teeth. The crystal has gotten warm in your pocket.
And it gets too hot, I can't hold it anymore.
No, it's reacting to something. It doesn't actually get so hot that you can't touch it. But you feel like the crystal, Robert Poole's body, those two things are connected somehow. Like it was a direct reaction walking up to Robert Poole and the crystal getting hot. As you walk away from Poole, the crystal cools off. It never gets to the point where it's just so hot, though.
I'm doing the hot cold thing, like verifying all of this stuff and then still making sure that it's magnetic. And I feel like I'm helping. Guys, the crystal gets hot if it gets close to this guy.
You know what? Just for one more scene, I want to give you this back. Max Pool, the dog, comes up, and it gets doubly hot. The crystal in your hand, with the dog around the Robert Pool body.
Oh. I hold it out to see if Max knows what it is. Max, you ever seen something like this?
Yeah, he barks. Oh, man. This is just too good to pass up. He barks. He goes right under, like, right by this ambulance, right underneath this tree. And he digs up another one of those crystals.
But no body.
No body. Just a crystal.
As he's digging, Theo is wincing and kind of like, I want to see it, but no, I don't. Does he bring it back to me in his mouth?
No, he does not. He just digs it up and then starts barking at it.
Oh, that's a familiar looking crystal.
That's a good boy. I got one for one of you guys. Do you guys want a crystal? Oh, I see what happens when I touch them together.
The world explodes. Everyone roll new characters.
Yep, you're dead. That's it. All right, everybody, have a good night.
Yeah. And next time on Delta Green, the new party comes back to see what happened to this crater in the middle of the
I'm gonna be an absolute asshole here. Ready? You take one crystal in your left hand and one in the right hand, and you slowly bring them together, feeling their magnetic energy pushing, pulling. They're repelling and attracting at the same time. And as your hands start shaking, trying to push them together, they're glowing hotter and hotter in your hands. But then they finally touch, and nothing happens. Not a goddamn thing.
It's anticlimactic. And I put one in one pocket, one in the other pocket, and say, we got two. You guys ready to climb this mountain?
Man, if they shift polarity right now, you're going to be singing soprano the rest of your life.
I just like that you got something that's giving off and picking up a form of radiation that affects multiple materials, metal, not just metal, right? And he's got two of them next to his testicles.
I don't think it's radiation. I think it's magnetism.
Magnetism is radiation. It's electromagnetic radiation.
The next time he goes to the bathroom, he's going to realize that he's peeing slightly green.
It's not how physics work. I'm pretty sure.
It's a good
It's
thing
an
that this is
alien
not.
physics.
Yeah, it
It's
has
alien
nothing to do with
physics.
physics. That's why it's attracted to gold.
And aluminum.
Yeah, it's definitely an unnatural item.
All I'm saying is I wouldn't put it next to my balls.
I would also say the same thing.
No,
and
no,
I tried to
I-
warn Kizik,
It's
and I said, don't put it in your mouth.
It's a terrible, terrible idea. But I think it's more going to be a guillotine effect when we hit some magic button and they just suddenly decide that instead of repelling each other, they're going to attract. And
Just shoot through his body.
I
Done.
mean, he won't feel anything. He'll just be like, what? It feels like I peed my pants. And then he'll just look down there and it's a murder scene where his dick used to be.
People lose their dicks around us.
Yeah. Remember Tripod? Anyway, so I head off into the mountain.
Climbing this mountain.
good old tripod.
Agent Hammer takes off first, followed closely by Agent Husky and Agent Heron.
Still staying close to Heron, still staying close to Theo's to make sure. I've got this idea in my head that, Hammer's not going to save Theo's life if it comes down to it, so it's all on me.
And I feel like you're just using me to flush out all the baddies. That's why you keep walking behind. I keep turning around. Where did he go?
It's called a bullet detector, and I've used this back when my son was first learning to play video games. I like to let him go out front. Same for paintball. It's a bullet detector, and you send them out there, and they detect where the bullets are coming from.
It
It's a
is.
solid strategy.
It's a valid tactic.
Yeah, it is. It is. You usually use it for your less useful members of your party. I'd like to point out, Hammer hasn't tried to use you as a bullet detector.
Just a
Mostly-
trap finder.
Mostly because he thinks you'd probably fuck it up, but that's beside the point.
So check this out. There was an entire inside of this house that we didn't. Like, I was like, oh man, I built it. We should go inside. He's inside. And then I was like, nah, it's just too much. But I built this whole fucking house. We'll have to use it again later.
I
I'll
bet
have to
there's an
furnish it and
incinerator in the house.
There's a cat. Sprinkle. My
It's got
daughter
an-
named it.
Got an incinerator and an electrical room.
Why is
Fridge
there no
magnets.
electrical room? There's no electrical room. There's not even a utility room.
It's residential.
built
It's residential. They can put their electrical in the garage.
Yeah, it's probably in the storage room right here.
They still have to have a mechanical in. The air conditioner has to be somewhere.
Valid point. Could be under the house.
Just talk about the heat pump.
Half of it's outside. That's your heat pump. There's another half inside.
Yeah, the air handler. It's probably under the.
Right.
It's probably under the house, the crawl space.
Could be. I don't know what you want from me. Maps are hard. Okay.
Just saying, they
Maps
just-
are real hard.
Got room for a custom shower and a jet tub, but you forgot the electrical room. Just
I
really
didn't
point-
forget shit. I fucking got this off the internet. Whoever designed this thing forgot
Now we're
that
just
shit.
blaming other people.
Oh my fucking god.
That pantry is so far away from the kitchen.
Yeah, that is fucking ridiculous. Why would you do that?
And the bathroom, this bathroom here is literally it's not even twice as big as the shower that was over somewhere else. This shower, yeah.
You're gonna have to talk to Valley Real Estate about this. I mean, like,
Yeah, this is just a shit job. Like,
what I really,
some
what I
poor
expected
asshole
you
had
guys
this
to
home
do.
built for them.
yeah, probably. I mean, I did find it online, so yeah. You know what I think they do though is they like doctor their drawings to put them online. So if you download it and think you can build a house like it, you're gonna like not.
I mean,
build the house.
legally, you have to get an architect to build a house anyway, and the first thing they do is be like, "I'm not going to use somebody else's drawing. F you."
Yeah.
Maybe in some other country, they're just downloading whole houses. You wouldn't download a house?
I mean, it would. It's that
Oh, yeah.
that commercial never made sense because everything like you wouldn't download it. And everyone's like, "Yes, we would if we could."
Yeah. I would totally download a car.
Yes.
Yep.
That would be the shit.
I mean, it actually in today's society, that's how dated that advertisement is because there's this thing called Carvana. You can download a car.
Right. All right, so let's back that up. We're going back to town.
Ooh, I got
the
a
town
weird
map.
error saying, oh, there it goes. It was saying it was attempting to sync netcode. I've never seen that error before. But it looks like it worked now.
That was an orange error.
I've never seen that one before.
I'm so glad to bring you with me on my errors.
I'm going to blame One World because, you know, it's probably One World, let's just be honest.
Yeah, please.
It's because he had mod catching turned on.
No, I turned it off.
No. It's also, that's not what that does.
All right, so this comms tower is the tower that I was talking about.
I think we need to make
And-
build some maps.
Yeah, right. You guys were abouts here, so it's not a easy hike to get up
Holy
out
shit.
of the valley.
That's only 1.5 miles. The scale on this is abstract. That's my favorite word to do. It's notional. It's a
Yeah.
notional drawing.
Yeah, this whole thing is supposed to be 23 miles long from top to bottom. So
Okay.
take that all with a grain of salt.
But it's very steep.
It is very steep.
Okay. So it's kind of more like scrambling or inclined rock climbing than it is hiking.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so what I want you to do is give me who has the lowest dex out of all of you.
Probably not it.
Probably not it.
My dex is 1155.
My dex is 1680.
My dex is 8.
All right, Craven, you roll your dex.
It's all the guns
Please.
he's carrying.
Mm-hmm.
He's using the scope to walk up mountains.
He's like, I fucking saw an ATV earlier.
What am I rolling?
A dex roll, so it's going to be the D100 versus your dex times 5.
Right, but what am I rolling it for?
Oh, to climb this fucking mountain. I want
Wouldn't
to
that
see
be
how
a-
long it takes.
Wouldn't that be athletics?
If your athletics is higher, you can roll that.
Yes, my athletics is much higher.
I'm all for that.
I actually have skills in athletics too for the first time ever.
Passed.
What'd you get?
58 out of 80.
A 58?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's going to take you guys like 45 minutes then. Not very long at all.
I
Can
do
you
run.
give me
I do
some-
run a 5-minute mile.
Yeah. Well, give me some banter while you're climbing for 45 minutes up to the comm tower.
What? Hold up. You want us to athletically climb a cliff?
It's not all cliff.
While talking? We don't talk.
Haven't
You
you
have to
ever
control your breathing.
What?
haven't you ever seen like
Come on.
a MacGyver or a Mission Impossible movie? Like
This is not the movies.
they've gotta talk while they do it. You gotta have the banter. It's important.
Belay.
I just want a little bit of banter, guys. God,
Belay away.
it's so hard for you guys to RP.
I thought I was doing a pretty good job earlier. It was the rolling I didn't want to do. It's one of those things where like I imagined this character working a certain way and it isn't. So I'm trying to reimagine how to like use him.
Throw his ass off the top of this tower and get a new agent.
Well, I have to say
Go out with a splat.
I've made no attempt to mitigate my sanity. And I'm waiting for the moment when he breaks and I say, what if I don't want to take the easy ways out? Can he just go nutso and start capping people?
Yep, that can happen.
Oh, why are you standing so close to me?
All the time, buddy. All the time.
We've taken Theo's agency so often. You just fucking shoot him. That'd be fucking terrible. Be an awful way to end Theo.
Hey, Kizik, I'm rolling a new character, but you are too.
Where did I put... Oh, you guys are on this side. That makes more sense. Now I've lost you.
I see copies of us over here.
Oh, that's where everybody was.
There it is.
Yeah, dude, it happens to me all the time. I totally get that. Especially as the GM where you're constantly like rotating and spinning your camera.
Yeah, I'm like all over the fucking place. Just stay in the box. Haha. Alright, Chad and Theo and Agent Hammer, you guys crush these rolls getting up this place. And you're within sight of the comms tower. You are coming over this ridge and you're seeing the top of the comms tower where there's this tiny glowing person. sitting on the edge, looking out onto Two Oaks, kicking his little feet. And you guys roll in, and I need stealth checks if you're going to be stealthy, or if you're talking, I need what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure you guys are all going to be trying to be stealthy, right?
I'm going to try to be stealthy because it's the only thing I'm good at. I rolled a 3, so
I believe the intention here is that at some point, Chad and I one will go left, one will go right, and we'll leave Theo in the middle, just talking as if we're still there.
I was going to plant explosives on the base of the tower and bring it down. But we can do it your way if you want.
You're welcome to do it that way. I just pictured us separating that way, and then if you go about doing whatever you were planning to do, and
well, I
I'll
figure
do
the
whatever I
fall.
plan to do.
I figure the fall will temporarily disable it, and then you'll go in with your heavy weapons and light it on fire. And Theo will then examine the corpse and determine what it is.
He flew here at the top of the trees.
Ah, that's a valid point. Gravity may not be a big deal to him.
Yeah, I don't want you to put together an awesome plan and at the last minute think that I'm going to foil it like that. Like, he can fly.
It's okay. I stepped on all the forest.
I turn to the left and go like, oh, so you said you saw a bear here. And I see fingers as you like disappear into the trees.
I pulled a Gar.
Yeah, Chad may have disappeared. I did not.
I rolled a 4 out of a 12 of stealth, so I'm following Chad.
God damn.
You guys have disappeared. I'm just clomping along. I think I'm quiet.
That's even
With
better.
all your gear.
Yep.
Trudging through the woods. And you hear a voice in your head, Agent Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
The voice of a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Hey, what's up?"
Not much. The sky.
That's very true. And you know what's beyond the sky?
Not a clue.
Do you want to know?
No, I don't really think about things like that. It's bad for you.
That's really sad to think like that.
Nope. That's just pragmatic.
Pragmatic? I doubt that, seriously. When you can see into the universe, there's so much that you can learn. Are you going to try to keep talking to him as you walk?
Yeah. I'll keep talking to him.
Let me know when
So,
me and Kizik get up the tower to him.
What brings you here?
Oh, I live down in the town. My name's Lenny. What's your name?
Maul.
Maul, like from Star Wars?
Mr. Maul. No.
Oh, not like Darth Maul.
No. Mr. Maul.
Like Mall?
Maul? Mauhl?
So like Star Wars.
I don't think I've ever watched that. I'm not sure what you mean.
You don't care about space and you haven't watched Star Wars. Okay. What do you do?
Yeah, I was asset liquidation. I work for the government
My
most of
dad
the time.
My dad's a mechanic.
Your dad was a mechanic.
What do you mean?
Well, you killed him.
There's a sudden reaction at the top of the tower where there's a bubble of space that appears. Lenny steps into it, and there's a huge rush of air, and the tops of the trees back down to his house break apart, and the glowing person appears. Like, you guys are way up here on the ridge where you could see the tower from his house. He's now back down there.
God damn it. I guess we should head back down there.
What happened? Did he see us?
No idea.
What are you guys talking on?
That's a valid point. I'm talking to Theo.
We got radio. We got radios from the police chief, right? Or did he give us one radio?
He gave you one radio to listen to the bands, and I guess you turned that off to be stealthy.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe I didn't turn it off. That's the problem.
Yeah, I would say our cell phones. However, comma.
Now who's trolling?
He could have seen me, but I think I was following you pretty good.
Yeah, I felt like we were making good progress.
You guys did great.
So we're going back down the hill.
Yeah, God, I wish we had a zip line right now.
Or an ATV. There's a road that like goes this way, but it does not go directly back towards town.
I guess we're tromping back down the hill. At least it's easier to go downhill than uphill. We meet back up with Hammer. Hey, man, what happened?
No idea. Kid just took off.
Oh shit. Never take responsibility.
No, if that's one thing I have learned in 45 years of working in construction, is it's never your fault.
So you started when you were negative, like, what, 20?
Yeah,
something?
he's 26. Right. Uh-huh.
That's a fair point, but work experience is not the same as learned experience.
I really thought that you were just going to pull out like the 308 that I tried to give you last episode. Just cap this kid as he's sitting on top of this tower.
I did think about it.
I mean,
I feel like I wasn't going to be allowed to do that, so I didn't do it.
What I was going to do was going to be just as bad. I was going to get to the top and be like, let's do a science experiment. I have this poison gun that's supposed to kill people. What happens if we kill the host? And is that going to do anything? And then I was going to shoot it, and it was probably going to do jack and shit. And I was going to be like, okay, I'm out of ideas, guys.
So many
We gotta
things.
put crystals on arrowheads and shoot the bad guys with the crystals.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That means
That'd be fucking wild.
that means
Put the
Theo has to figure that out.
We just got to put the crystals in a grenade. That's the easy way.
No. Make knives out of them.
A lot of work. You got to stab things with them.
Yeah, but I can stab things.
See, I bet the anthropologist though is like, I can actually make arrowheads.
Like, I know that technique. Like, you just got to chip
Right.
it. First, I need to cup it in some deer hide.
Yeah, I want a dagger.
I feel
You
like
guys
that's what
are-
we're saying as we're walking
Yeah.
back down the hill.
You're having this
You
conversation.
wanted banter. You has banter.
That's great. Keep it up. Change the map back to the pool house.
The pool house sounds so much cooler than it actually is.
Yeah. All right, some things have changed. The Robert Poole body has been cleaned up. What are you doing?
I'm going to go find the kid and deal with this.
So instead of taking him out on top of a mountain, we're going to kill him right in front of his family.
That's going to also require additional cleanup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God, you're going to kill his family, too?
You were hold up. Just a few minutes ago, you were fine with killing a government agent.
Well, you told me that's part of the SOP.
Nope, no, we didn't. Those were not words we used.
Okay.
You came up with that all on your own.
Don't
Oh, I
worry.
need sanity checks.
Don't-
God damn it.
Don't worry, Theo. I'll take care of it.
Just watched it.
It's my day job.
So when you watched time and space, well, really space, fold in on itself, and he teleported back down here, that's the sanity roll. I should have asked for it earlier.
How much do you lose when you fail it?
Give me a D6, but then have it. So it's a D3.
Okay, I lost 2.
I
Lost
lost 1.
Are you guys marking your failures too?
I am now 2 points away from breaking.
Ooh, nice.
I have not. I should have been. That is a really big oversight on my part, isn't it?
I need to keep reminding you guys. I'm going to make a note.
All right, so what have I failed so far? I've failed.
I failed alertness when he stole my phone.
phone chip.
I failed a search roll.
Somebody failed an athletics roll.
I didn't. I need to use bureaucracy for more. I need to find things I can do with bureaucracy.
Maybe trying to piece together what's going on between kernel and the program. That would help.
I think that's all I failed.
Cool. Stealth checks again.
Oh, wait, I failed a human intelligence roll.
Oh, yeah, the human.
Okay, stealth checks again.
Mm-hmm.
I passed it once again.
Hey, did that roll 84 again?
No, that's an 86. But yeah, I saw your 84.
That's the third time it's rolled 80.
Well, here, let's get you some new dice.
Oh, that's like the normal day for me.
No, that's not how it's supposed to be.
You want a dice tower to throw them through?
No, I just don't like the metal dice.
Oh.
They're
This-
weighted wrong.
You can't put them in an
This-
oven and make them weighted a certain way.
Yeah, you can't.
Here, I just made them plastic. See if they're better. Try to roll them. They're still shiny. Hold on.
I don't think it changes.
Oh, I didn't hit import. Did it do it?
Whatever you do, don't hit the update button.
Either way, I did not pass mine.
Okie dokie.
I'm super stealthy. I would like to try to shoot this guy with this dart gun.
All right. What's your plan on, or path, really, for your stealthiness?
That is a good question. I'm gonna assume that he still has limitations of human senses to a degree. I'd actually kind of like to go around this way through the brush. And just, concealment but not cover necessarily until I get to... is he at the ambulance, or where is he just standing here in the yard?
So this is an RV, this
Okay.
big white thing.
Okay.
And he is sitting on the other side of the RV. He's petting Max. Max the dog is rigid and just staring like he is terrified of Lenny. And Lenny's patting his head very, very calmly. There's, you would see the general, but the general is hiding as you pass him.
Would I be able to get to like here without being seen?
What did you roll for your stealth?
I rolled a 20.
All right, you'd be able to get right around in there, but not very much more. Who failed their stealth?
I did.
Okay.
I would have
So-
failed my first roll, so if we count the first roll, then I failed. If we count the second roll, then I didn't fail.
All right, we'll count your second roll because the first roll was metal dice. I think I changed them. They should roll better. Theo, in your head, you hear a voice of a little boy, and he goes, "Hi, I'm Lenny."
Lenny, you were one of the kids that were taken. Wait, you're in my head. How am I talking to you?
Yeah, go ahead and give me that sanity roll. I should have checked with Craven too. I'm really bad at asking for these.
31. Yes!
Passed it?
Clearly you're talking through this thing that I have in my pocket. This kind of crystal thing is my antenna, and that's why I can talk to you. Are you an alien?
No.
Do you...
Craven, did you pass your sanity for the? Sorry, I should have asked earlier, but him talking to your head should have been a sanity roll.
I didn't. I don't think I rolled that.
Yeah, could you please?
It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
I should have asked for it 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, I passed it.
Okay. All right, so yeah, Theo, in your head, he's like, I know about them now.
About the crawl?
Oh, they don't like that name. But yeah, I know about them.
About the glowing things and the fact they took a bunch of people on an airline?
They're digging.
Oh, I like digging. What are they digging for?
Chad, go ahead and give me your firearms roll.
Okay. Do I get a bonus for sneak attack?
Yeah. I'll give you a plus 20.
Oh, yeah. Well, since I have an 80, does that mean I automatically hit?
You have an 80?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you don't roll 100 then.
Okay, I didn't
That'd
roll
be-
100.
All right, cool. You pass.
Okay, so this thing only has a lethality score. So do I just roll the dice and...
It's 2d10, and if you get in the percentage, it's fatal.
Okay, so I did. It was 60 and I got a 48.
So in Theo's head, Lenny's like, they're digging to the hollow god. And then the dart enters Lenny's neck. And Lenny goes, ow! And falls over. Is this a nice poison, or is this the shitty poison that makes you convulse?
I never specified. I imagine, though, that, so I based it off the poison they use in Hitman, so usually there is some coughing and convulsing, but it's only for, like, 2 seconds, and then they're just dead.
That's what happens here. Yeah. It's very anticlimactic, except for Theo, who was having a conversation with him.
The hollow? They're searching for... What? Where'd you go? And I reach into my pocket and I pull my crystal and I'm holding it up higher in the air.
Hello?
Lenny! Oh, but I'm not saying it out loud. I'm just thinking it really hard.
Nobody talks back to you.
You guys look over and Chad's standing over the corpse of Lenny Poole.
The glowing green light inside Lenny starts to fade, and the dog, Max, looks up at you, and he's backing away and peeing himself.
It may not be a good idea for me to stand this close to this. Maybe I should get away from it too. Dogs can sense danger. Anyway, hey guys, I shout out. It's taken care of. I also did it hopefully without anyone in the house seeing.
Psst, Max, come here.
He bolts across the yard to you and
Sure.
sits.
Surely there's some gasoline in this RV.
You doing okay there, buddy? And I stroke him.
He's crying, full-on doggy cry.
Tears and doggy boogers coming out the nose.
I mean, in the worst way. The general comes over, tries his best, I guess. There's no dog int, but they look like two dudes in human bodies trying to comfort each other over what's going on. They're just sitting there. Maybe one's got his arm over the other one, and they're just sitting next to you, Theo, quietly sobbing. The green glowing light of Lenny Pool finally dies.
If Chad was able to find a convenient thing of gasoline, he's taking care of destroying evidence again. He's also glancing over at the house to see if anyone has noticed.
Yeah, what's Hammer doing?
I guess I'm going to the house to make sure that everybody there is good.
As you walk past Chad, you notice he's whistling Whistle While You Work.
Yeah, that guy's not right.
Chad, give me a luck roll for the gas cans.
Okay. If I fail this, I'm just going to ask for a phosphorus grenade.
You have explosives at the car, I think.
I do. I passed.
Right on. Yeah, there's totally gas cans. So Hammer, inside there's Linda Poole in her 40s and Sarah Poole in her early 20s. And Linda's kind of catatonic still, but Sarah has enough wherewithal to answer the door when you come to it. And she peeks her head out and she goes, Is everything okay?
Yeah, I think we're almost there. I just wanted to make sure you guys were doing all right.
I don't know anybody would be all right after this.
That's a fair point. I guess there's levels of all right. You guys are as close as you can be to the good ones.
Tell you
Really
this,
all
I'm
you can
fucking
afford.
leaving.
I would do that if I was you. I would leave. I would give it another 45 minutes. Then I would get in a car, just head right out of town. Forget everything you saw here.
Okay.
I mean everything.
There's a giant whoosh in the background.
Hey, when you go to leave, would you mind doing me a favor? Can
What?
you just turn the stove on? Don't light it. Just turn the gas on and just leave. Problems will sort itself out. Thank you.
She kind of stutters a little bit. Okay. Mom? And you shut the door, but you can hear her barking commands at her mom, like, we gotta pack. We're leaving. And trying to snap her mom out of it.
I look down at Max and I go, do you want to go be with your family?
Yeah, he doesn't hesitate like I did, but he runs straight up the stairs and into the house.
Don't forget to turn the gas on.
The dog barks.
I figured. I knew that fucker understood us.
Well, General, let's get out of here.
So as Chad has rejoined the group, he's gonna be like, "Hey guys, what if the aliens are turning the people into dogs?" Just crazy thought.
No,
The
I
dog
kinda thought
barks.
same thing. Yeah, I thought the same thing myself.
The general looks at you and wags his tail.
So I was talking to Lenny, or maybe like thinking to Lenny. I don't know. I think it's because I have this crystal. But but he was saying that he knows all about the Crawl, and the Crawl don't like that name. And then he said that they were digging for something. They're digging for the Hollow God. And then he stopped talking to me.
Is there a mine in this town?
I don't know. Let me see if I got it on my phone.
I gotta go check my laptop. I'll be right back.
Listen, if you had a burner, like every good agent knows they're supposed to have, this wouldn't be a problem.
I feel like by this point, Chad has pulled out a burner and given it to each of them. But as he's handing it to Theo, Theo goes to grab it, and Chad holds on to it for a second. It's like, no personal calls.
I mean, I just got my SIM card right here. I'll just pop it in. It'll be
No personal calls.
As you say that, you see Hammer pull out his gun, chamber around, make sure it's good.
Personal calls. Your family will die. You understand that, right?
You're gonna burn me. I got it.
No, not me.
Yeah, the bigger like conspiracy things, but at the same time, like there's aliens that are digging for something that's called a god.
You know what? You can't have this. I'd hate to say it, but I'm with him.
I can email him, right? Do we have like some kind of fancy router thing that lets us hide behind a different spot so I can FaceTime him?
I'm gonna go check my laptop.
Do you not love your family? Like, I understand that. That would actually make sense to me.
General feels me, right?
He looks sympathetically at you.
Yeah. I just want to have some kind of connection. Your connections are with phosphorus grenades and running, and his connections are with destroying people.
I like destroying people, too.
I guess you did stab that guy really fast that time.
If my laptop job is done, I'm going to slip that SIM card back into Theo's pocket.
Stealth check.
Ooh, 18. That's a good one. That's kind of a waste. Because I really wouldn't have cared if he caught me.
91.
Nope, he didn't. So Lenny Pool is burning, right?
Yeah, I basically made a makeshift incinerator. There's a hole in the yard filled with gasoline that is on fire.
Important question. Is the pocket the SIM card is in, is that the same pocket he's keeping the crystals in?
No, my SIM card's in my front breast pocket.
How did you put it in there?
What pocket did you put it back in, Chris?
Same one.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
He's got to think he did it. Also, I'm going to start rigging together one of my burner phones to emit that signal, and I'm going to tape it to one of the car bombs on the gas tank so that I have a detonator. And then I'm going to be like, okay, Jamal, you said you wanted a new car, right?
Yep.
We should probably take care of that soon.
Yep, I agree. Yep.
Do we have to verify that the green glowing kid actually isn't there anymore?
Yes, we definitely need to make sure before we leave that there is nothing left that can be identified. But I already dug a hole, so...
What'd you dig a hole with?
I'm sure. Remember, we had 5 shovels because that guy was weird.
He did have. Ringo had a lot of shovels. Ringo's house had a lot of shovels. Okay, so you're burying the body. After you've lit it on fire, you will get done after the family pool, or what remains of it, leaves the house. They get into their saloon car, and Linda does not drive, but Sarah drives. The dog is in the back seat.
The dog drives.
Sarah drives. They pull out very slowly.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't have a driver's license yet.
The sheriff would fucking freak out. No, he wouldn't. Sarah looks mournfully at the hole that you're digging and looks one last time at her house where she's left the gas on for Agent Hammer to finish the job. And they pull out. Gone is the family pool. Hammer, you're gonna blow the house up?
Yep. I'm gonna start a
Just light a candle and leave. It'll sort
Yeah.
itself out.
yeah. I'm gonna light a candle and leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna light a candle where I don't smell gas and leave.
Why, you didn't want to
And
roll with the
the-
character?
Yeah, let's talk about order of operations very carefully. No, just kidding. Okay, so you get all back into the Humvee. The radio that the sheriff gave you is sitting in here silenced because you guys were sneaking around with it. If you turn that on, it's all hell has broken loose up at the landslide.
No, you said he
Right.
said something about digging.
I guess we're heading to the landslide. I really wanted to get that new car.
It's on the way.
Yeah, you're going to want to
Oh,
do
okay.
that sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
No particular reason.
Got it. Yeah, it's on the way. We'll do that on the way. It's not like that 4 hours is going to make a difference.
Do we have just a bunch of cash? You can just buy it cash real quick.
No, I don't think we have those kind of resources on this mission. But that's why he needs to trade this guy in. That's totally the only reason. It's not that I'm using it as bait.
Did it build?
It did.
Okay.
It's attempting to sync netcode again.
Weird.
Yeah.
Car Credit Nation. All right, so from the pool house over here, you guys leave it a burning wreck and travel into town. You'll pass a fire truck headed to the pool house. You pass Podunk's and across the bridge back into Uptown to head to Car Credit Nation. Because even further on to that is the landslide. It's way up north. So, Hammer, you're driving. You're going to pull into the Car Credit Nation?
Mhm.
Okay. It is probably 8 p.m. when you pull in. And there's a guy there. Let's take you there to Car Credit Nation.
All right.
So you pull into the parking lot. Let me get your the Hammer mobile.
It's just the hammer.
The Hammer. All right, you pull in. There's a huge chainsaw artwork of a bear, shaped like a bear. It's out front. And as you pull in, the lights are on and everything, and the big sign is on, big glowing orb out front. And as you guys pull into the parking lot, a man walks out. He's in a suit. He looks nice, but he's got one eye. And he comes out to the car. Who's getting out first?
I'll get out first.
Yeah, at it. You having a good night?
Yep.
You here just browsing? Oh yeah, I'm always having a good night.
I'm looking to trade in this one here for a little more locally favorable model.
It's an H3. What year is that?
This is I think it's a 21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah. Go ahead and have a look around. Let me see what I can do on a 21 H3. I don't know if they made them in 21. I think they stopped them in 10. But yeah, you go ahead and look around.
Yeah, kind of had my sights set on that all-wheel terrain vehicle you have out there with the camo. Feel like that would fit in real well locally.
Oh yeah, that's the Hummer with the Road Armor Edition. Yeah, you got a good eye. Yeah, go ahead and take a look at that beauty right there.
Yep. What are you looking for that?
Oh, I'm gonna need sticker price on it. It's fucking like astronomical. 75,000.
I mean, it's a Hummer.
He can give you 25 best price for yours. You're looking at a car note of what, 50 grand at best.
That seems a little light or heavy. I don't know which direction that one goes. Let me get my negotiations manager.
What are you guys doing while he's figuring out paperwork?
Getting my negotiations manager,
Oh, okay. Which one are you getting?
Chad.
Okay.
Actually, I get them both. They both have equal opportunity here to make this better.
You better let Theo go first because my solution's permanent.
Yeah, I know. Theo, see if you can sweet talk him the price down. He's about 50 grand too high right now.
I'm a anthropologist. Okay. I was helping you unpack your cars. Like, clearly we're not going to leave this place without that car. Okay, let's go talk to him. Sal, is that your name?
Yes, it is. How you doing? He puts his hand out. You having a good night?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. He says that you're underbidding him for his Hummer and overvaluing your fancy car out there. I'm not going to say all of that's the truth, but what do we need to do to meet in the middle to make a good deal here?
Well, you need to procure yourself about $50,000, I suppose.
You live in this place here. It's pretty isolated. I feel like $50,000 is a lot for Twin Oaks. How long has this car been sitting on your lot? As I now see, he's got a Lamborghini in his showroom.
Yeah, and a BMW M3 GTR. He says, actually, you'd be surprised. There's quite a market for quick cars around town. But yeah, you're right. I've had that road armored Hummer for a little while. I might be able to come down on my price. It's about 8:00 right now, so I got to get back to bowling. Or I got to get to bowling, is what he says. Listen, I'll do. Why don't you give me 30 grand and the hammer over there? He looks at the license plate. He's like, 30 grand in the trade in, and I can get you hooked up.
I turn around and I sigh and I go, did I do it?
All right. Well, we're 20 grand closer.
He just wants to go bowling.
Sorry, Agent Husky goes, "Oh my God, there's a dead body in your alleyway over here! Holy shit!" And he comes over here.
Can we take it for a test ride now, and we'll come back with some finances later?
Holy shit! You guys totally skipped over a guy exclaiming, "There's a dead body!" Like it didn't happen.
I'm reacting to it.
I was waiting for reactions.
We're reacting to that.
Theo is not.
You're not reacting to that?
Just talking.
You're just like, well, I'm going to take it for a test drive. Sal looks over at Chad. It'd be really funny though if Sal's like, "Yeah, I know there's a dead body back there." Jesus. Sal's like, "What? A dead body?" And he starts walking over.
Yeah, and as soon as he gets back in the alleyway, out of the sight of the, well, I'm assuming front-facing cameras and all that, I'm just going to go ahead and shank him and drag him to this convenient discard bin over here.
Okay, so he like comes into the alleyway.
Yeah.
And he's looking right at you.
Where's the dead body? And I'm like, it's right here.
All right, give me a roll.
Okay. I'm assuming you want a melee. Oh, that's the wrong side. That's because it's dice.
Yeah, it's a melee.
Oh, I froze. Come on. There he goes.
It's going.
Yeah, I made it. Just barely, but I made it. So I shiv him.
So what kind of blade do you have?
Just a standard combat knife.
It's like 4 to 6 inches long.
Yeah, slit his throat. It's all done.
Are you slitting his throat, or you're shivving him?
Have you ever seen a Hitman? He goes around looking for something. He's like, "What's going on?" He's got the little question mark above his head, and I run the knife through his neck. He just magically slumps over, and then I start dragging. I don't even say anything. I just start dragging him by the feet down the alleyway.
Oh, except that you stick the knife in him, he bleeds green, and he looks up at you, and he grabs you, and he is physically way stronger than he's supposed to be, and you are now grappled.
Oh, well, this is going to end badly. I'm gonna tell I'm gonna yell to the other guys, "We got a bleeder!"
You're gonna scream,
"He's got
"Help!
a bleeder!" Help! Yeah.
Dex, what's your dex orders? Who's in the lead here?
I'm 11.
I am 16.
I am 17. No, I'm 8. Dex is 8.
So Theo was slowly like following you and like, no, like you just want to let us just test drive it today and we'll come back and we'll pay you all the money that you. Yep. He says the dead body's over there. And then he sees green. So Theo taps his chest and pulls out the sharp
SIM card.
round. I found my SIM card. Oh, cool. No, I'm looking for my
Magnet.
It's got a gun, plus it's got fins on it. The really sharp rounds.
Oh, the armor-piercing rounds in his little girl gun. He's got a Beretta Tomcat with some really sharp rounds in it.
I know how to load it now. I didn't get pinched. And I'm going to take a center mass shot at Mr. Sal Groot's.
You peel them off of the crystal. He's shoving them into the...
Mm-hmm.
The whole time, Chad's like, no, not you. Don't shoot. Not you shooting.
Yep, give me a firearms check, Theo.
47 out of 62.
Whew. I mean, if I had to roll it,
Roll me the damage.
I don't have. How do you do damage for these guys?
Usually, there's on your chart of weapons on page 2 of your character sheet, there'll be a damage. It'll say something like 1d10. It's armor piercing like 1 or something like that. I can't remember. I had stats on day 1, but I don't have it written down.
It should be a light pistol, right?
It's a light pistol, but it's got armor piercing ammunition.
1d8 damage with armor piercing ammunition.
Give me a 1d8.
Six.
Thank you. The bullet is armor piercing and goes. He's not wearing any armor, So it goes through him. And Sal has Chad gripped at the shoulder. And Chad has Sal with a blade stuck in his neck. Right? I'm picturing this correctly.
Yes. But like his neck, I imagine his neck is slit, and Chad is like, no, you're supposed to die now. Like, this is not how this is supposed to work.
Right? And then this armor-piercing bullet comes through and hits Sal in the back, where his kidney ought to be, and it goes all the way through his body and just misses Chad. Very, very lucky there, Chad. But you're in this grapple with Sal. Here's one more. As you've slit his throat, and coming out of the hole, like the flap of skin, is little wormy legs, like tendrils coming out, along with the blood.
Are we roll insanity?
Yeah, give me that.
But you do not want Chad to break now.
You do not want Chad to break now.
I don't care if Chad breaks.
It's your turn next.
Oh,
anyway.
he's gonna. That's a 77. So how much does he take?
That's a crit fail then.
Yeah.
It's a doubles.
So how much does he fail by? Like, is it do I roll a d4 and then times it by 2, or how do you do it?
So this is because it's a fail. You're going to take a full 1d6, whatever the 1d6 is.
That's 2. However, that brings me to my breaking point of 28. I can describe how he fails if you want to. However, it's 11 o'clock, and this is going to be a character-ending event.
Oh, is that what you wanted to do?
That's what I was going to do if I broke, and that's why I said you don't want me to do this.
Well, so the breaking point is the flight, fight, or freeze.
Uh-huh.
And then you gain a mental disorder. Are you completely out of sanity?
That has brought me down to my breaking point. I'm at 28 sanity points.
Oh, okay. So you're not officially... Like, you'll gain a disorder the next time we level up that you'll pull out of the cards. But the way that I did it with Theo was the fight, flight, or freeze.
Yes.
Where you rank which one. If you don't want to do that, you just want to pull the trigger on yourself. That's up to you. If you want to do that, that's great.
Well, I have this large IED, and I'm hugging the baddie.
I see. Okay, if that's the way you want to go out, I'm all for it.
Well, let's go ahead and roll the fight, flight, or freeze. And I'm going to prioritize fight. If he lands on fight, I'm going to pull the IED.
Oh, okay. All right, so your priority is fight. So that's 6, 5, and 4. If you get a 3, a 2, that would be your next likely. So after fight, what is it?
Flight.
Flight, running away. And then freeze is least likely. So if you get a 1, it's freeze. 4, 5, and 6 is run away. So go ahead and roll that dice.
I got a 3.
So that was freeze.
I thought 1 was
right?
freeze.
Oh, 1 was freeze. Sorry. So 2 and 3 were run away.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to try to break away and bolt for it.
Okay,
I have no idea how I'm going to do that with this super strong thing grabbing me, but I'm going to desperately try to do that.
Okay. All right. So I think it's opposed. How does this work in here? I wish this wasn't slowing us down, but I think it's your melee or his melee against your dodge or...
So I have unarmed combat as a skill.
Okay.
I would like to use it since I have it.
Okay. Let's figure out how you can use unarmed combat. You want to do like a twist in the because he's got you by the shoulder. You want to like twist your whole body so that he can't grip you anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine I see the tentacle things and I lose all grace. However, I am now a squirming target that's hard to hold on to, and if I manage to break away, I'm just going to sprint down the alley.
Let me ask you this: do you leave the knife in him?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. I'm going to oppose it.
Okay. So my skill is 50, and I rolled a 61, so I failed.
Okay. Do you want to use any luck here?
Nope.
All right. I also failed. You get away. So
Okay.
you squirm out of his grip.
Run like with a sound that makes them think there might be a teenage girl in this alley with us.
Okay. So it's the bad guy's turn. Sal grips the knife in his shoulder and pulls it out, then turns and throws it at Theo. Nah, he's going to throw it at Chad. He's going to throw it at Chad. I'm not going to be that much of an asshole. He didn't see Theo.
He might as well. I mean, he did see. Well, he didn't see Theo,
Yeah.
but he got shot by Theo, so I think he knows he's there.
That's true. And he hasn't seen Theo yet.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to flip a knife and throw it at him, at Chad. Let's see if this works. It's with a lot of strength. If it hits you, it's going to be really...
Can I dodge?
It misses. Yes, you can dodge, but he misses anyway. I shouldn't have told you. All right, so this knife, just for narrative purposes, it flips end over end by your ear and sticks into this building back here. Just like a shot, all the way down by the discard bin. It's Craven's turn.
So there's a body over there. Sal goes down there. Then there's Theo wanders over there and then just opens fire. There's a scream of a young lady in mortal terror, and then a blade comes flinging out from there into a wall.
The blade goes down now, and we changed that. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go this way, and I'm going to pull out the shotgun that I was gifted. And I'm just going to start levering rounds into the back of this now. What we have now realized is not a human.
Roll me a firearms against Sal Groats.
Okay, kill Groot. Does he tell us his name is Groot? Did he say I
Sure.
am Groot? I am Groot.
Yeah.
The
That's what he said.
tentacles coming out of his throat. We are Groot.
Is shotgun heavy weapons or is shotguns firearms?
It's just firearms.
Okay, it's the same. Nope, not the same. Okay, all right. Firearms is better. Nice. Wait. Is this good or bad?
What'd you get a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, we established.
Right.
We established
Double,
the dice.
double zeros is 100.
Yeah,
double
the-
zeros is 100.
Exactly. The dice are broken and they read incorrectly whenever there's a 0 on the 10 dice.
Yeah, because that says 20. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. All right. Yeah, so I hit him. I hit him good.
You hit him good. Roll damage.
Hey, does this count as doubles?
No. 11 would be.
That makes sense.
It's 11, 22, 33.
All right. Let's use the shotgun damage. What bullets did you put in the shotgun that you gave us?
Weren't they exploding rounds?
Yeah, so I gave one of them explodey bullets, and I gave the other one armor piercing to see which worked better on the new target. It was basically, I was doing research with my partners.
Let's say you
Okay,
have an
so-
exploding bullet.
I assume it's slug with some kind of an explosive attached.
Yeah, so I was doing research on it, and I forgot to finish up with how blast works. AP is easy, but I couldn't remember.
It's because in blast, it's just a lethal rating. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll, let's say that slug with an explosive round has a lethal rating of 40%. So you roll your 2d10. It's
This
2d.
one over here.
Yeah.
All right, so it's 4 damage currently. And by the way, those are doubles technically.
That doesn't work like that. All right, so it's not lethal
Not lethal. Just went boom boom.
because it went 85, but then you hit him for 4, right?
Yep. With a shotgun slug.
Yeah, with a shotgun slug. So, boom, 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 boom. This is a good point for me to tell you that this guy's got, like, I think it's called ablative armor. Basically, when you shoot his body's going to just blow off.
It's called
Which is
ablative.
ablative. There you go.
Yeah.
I thought it was ablative. Ablative. All right, so Agent Hammer slams him, let's say in the left shoulder, enough to take his whole left arm off. And it is just gushing green
Yeah.
blood.
I was about to say, the ablative part is that
Yeah.
the body parts are going to shear off because the creature's actually inside of the human body driving it like it's a
Exactly.
vehicle.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's
All right.
gross. Also awesome.
So yeah, you're blasting this thing apart. You did good damage. It is now going to be top of the round with Theo.
It's light. I saw his whole arm come off. He still hasn't turned around, and I saw him throw a thing. Do I see any tentacles? Can I aim at a tentacle thing coming out of him?
Sure, yeah. Now that his arm has been blown off, like this tentacle's kind of like coming out of the socket that his arm was in.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. Actually, no, I've got armor-piercing rounds. I'm gonna shoot his other like shoulder blade. I'm gonna try to shoot his other arm off.
Get it.
Oh, that's a 66. I miss.
Oh, that's a crit fail.
So which
what
one
to
of
do?
us did he just shoot?
Damn, I hate making other people take damage for your crit fails.
Oh, he doesn't have to. He can wave his own hand in front of the gun.
Yeah,
Or
I've
I've
got magnets in my pocket. I like went down to look to see if I needed to put a thing in, and then I thought I lifted my arms back up, but instead I just shot my own leg.
Get your damage going.
That's a D8 damage.
It's also a gun with experimental bullets.
Oh, that does 6 damage.
The AP round goes through your meaty calf. Ooh, boy. How much health do you have left?
Health is Constitution.
Yeah, I
No,
think that's
health
out.
is actual hit points.
Hit points.
Yeah, hit points, yeah.
Yeah, I have 13 left.
Okay. Fucking shooting yourself in the leg. This is one hell of an agent, guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
we know. We know.
Telling people his real name.
Yeah.
Shooting himself
He's,
in the leg.
he's actually great officer material, though.
I got to tell you though, we all know that like Kizik is doing this on purpose. Like that's the part that really gets me.
He's an anthropologist, which makes perfect
Playing
sense in
his
this
character
situation.
perfectly.
Yes. It's Archon's turn.
Can I recover from the state that I'm in, or does my guy just have to keep running?
Why don't we roll a d6 and let's figure out how many turns this is going to last. Are you cool with that?
Sure.
Make it a d4. Make it a d4. Don't ignore.
No,
Let's take the one.
I'll take that one.
All right. So you're going to snap out of it. After running down this corridor. Let's say that you get to the waste bin.
I get to where I'm like far enough away. I'm like, oh shit, I'm running away. My friends are back there, and I just want to like baseball slide down on the ground, pull my pistol out, and unload.
Especially
Action
as you
hero.
hear, "Ow! Ow! They shot me!"
I
My pinky.
yeah, not paying any attention to that noise. Okay, so firearms.
I mean, to be fair, it's just another sound of a screaming little girl.
So I barely passed, but I rolled a 77. So that's a critical hit, right?
Yeah, then the higher you go, the better, right? So that's a hell of a shot. Yeah, the higher you go without failing, the better the shot.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So-
That's good to know.
That's probably your best chance
that
at a crit,
100%
right?
my best because I had 80.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the best. So
Yeah.
it's 1d10. So do I just multiply I rolled a 3.
I'd say. What do you guys think is better for crits? Do you roll 2 damage dice, or do you multiply your 1 damage dice twice?
Always roll more damage dice.
Yeah, let's roll 2 dice then
Okay.
for crits.
Let me pull another d10 out. Come on. All right, so I didn't click it the way I wanted it to, but it landed on a 5, and I'll take that. That makes it an 8 total. Damage.
Oh, cool. All right, so you blast into. You were aiming for a headshot, and then at the last second, you remember fighting Agent Royale, and when his head exploded, the parasite came out of his neck, and at the last second, you dip your pistol barrel down enough to hit him right between the collarbones, and your pistol shot goes true, right through and through, and Sal Grotz's body goes rigid and expires in a font of green blood.
Chad is going to get up and try to play off like he meant to do all of that, but he's going to be visibly shaking.
Yeah, I would like to come around the corner and be like, "Where's the girl?" Full serious, because I mean, I know Chad doesn't do that shit. Did you get the girl?
It's what? No, I must have missed her. So looks like we got more cleanup to do. Hey, Hammer, $1 sounds like a fair price for that car, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, let's go fill out that paperwork.
I'm gonna go do my bureaucracy rolls. Will you guys clean up the body? I found a use for that bureaucracy roll.
You're gonna get that paperwork spotless.
Yeah. Well,
Do you leave Theo to clean this shit up?
yeah, I'm leaving them to. Hey, like I can't be around that body right now.
I'm
level 5.
I'm just gonna drag this thing over to the dumpster, and
Start an actual dumpster fire.
I'm gonna start an actual dumpster fire. Yeah.
I rolled
Theo,
a 5 on my bureaucracy roll, by the way, so that is totally his car.
Okay. Theo, what were you saying?
Theo is sitting, like looking at his calf, trying to figure out why there's a part of it missing, and
I mean, it's an armor-piercing round. It would have been a through and through. So there's just a really big hole in it.
yeah,
Actually, no,
it's
it's a
still
tiny
scary.
It's a tiny hole.
Yeah.
It's not even. I mean, like, let's be honest. It's not even a wound. You know, that's like a deep scratch at most.
Can I shoot you, please?
I mean, you could, but can I shoot you back?
I go first.
I would take those odds.
Can you at least like give me a band-aid here or something?
Yeah. I pull out a handkerchief, and I jam it into the wound.
You took that body while I was.
I physically jam it into the wound on both sides.
Yeah, his hands are covered in green blood as he's trying to help you close your wound.
Look, you waited till now to ask. Hammer's gonna help you because you asked for help.
I don't know if I'm infected now. I'm gonna pull it back out and just hobble in here. And say,
Why did you pull the wound? What?
I'm sure
Oh my
there's a
God.
first aid in the shop somewhere.
I was looking for like that guy's stash of fancy hooch. But a first aid kit is probably smarter. I'm not thinking very well right now. Also, are you okay?
Yeah, this paperwork's looking pretty clean.
You like paperwork. I like teeth. I think that makes sense. Man, where is this guy's bag? I just can't find it.
It's there. You'll find it.
It took a while. You need to make sure. Oh no, you got it perfect. That is beautiful paperwork. All right, hold on a second, and I take a swig, and then I pour it in my calf, and I look real hard. I'm going to make sure there's no green blood inside me.
Is this the first aid kit out here?
No, that was an electrical box so that you guys could cut power to this place if you needed to.
It didn't need to. What's this building as I'm creating my dumpster fire?
It's a garage. It's got a closed door.
Can I open it?
It seems to be locked, but if you want to break it open, you could try to roll for it. I mean, unless you know someone that could pick locks.
What kind of lock is it?
So it is like a heavy-duty garage door lock. It's somewhere locked within like the frame of the door.
I'm sure I can improvise an explosive to pick that lock.
I was thinking of improvising my shotgun shells to open that lock. I guess I should have searched the body. Yep. I feel like we should check this out more. Is that the only entrance?
That you can see.
All right.
Do you recognize this building?
It looks familiar, but no, I do not recognize it.
Simeon's garage from
So
GTA 5.
I was thinking that. I almost said it. Or like earlier, even before you asked if we recognized the building, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to say that. But yeah.
It's like I couldn't pass it up. It's too good.
Totally recognized it. I'd like to pull the hammer into the body shop and rig the whole thing to explode if someone tries to force entry and flip all the signs to close.
Okay.
After, of course, we're done in here.
Yeah, it's going to take you a while. I think you're a little obsessive when you're filling each little box perfectly.
Oh no, it's gonna take quite a bit of time for me to do all of this.
And then who are you going to turn into if you blow this whole place up?
It's online.
Oh, it's all online?
It's all online.
Just email it.
Doesn't matter. I've got legit paperwork.
He's got legit paperwork. I've got him. I'll drop it in the USPS box on the way out.
Yeah, because that's working right now in the town. All of their USPS people are dead. Oh boy. Okay, so Theo, do you have any surgery or medical that you could try to, or first aid, I guess? You have any of that?
I do have a first aid. It's a 30. It's gonna be good.
Let's see if you can get it.
76, almost.
Almost a crit fail.
That would have been bad.
Guys, there's a bottle stuck in my leg, so I didn't.
You got the alcohol bottle stuck in the wound.
I think that you're going to make an even more horrifying discovery. That the green blood is, it's not going away. It's not like leaving your system.
Well, Craven killed you. You shot yourself in the leg, so you wouldn't have to shoot him with a crit kill, and he killed you.
Guys, my leg is bleeding green.
No, it's not.
Now you're gonna tell people.
No, don't tell it. Oh man, you are going to die. No, it's not. You're not bleeding green yet.
I just see two laser sights just appear on his forehead. Wait.
Yeah. Wait. No, it's not like I'm not really bleeding. All green.
Oh my god.
Let me rephrase this a little bit. So he touched you with blood on his hands. And what I'm saying is, like, while your blood will wipe away, the green blood that he touched you, like, I guess he's made, like, little handprints or whatever on your skin. That's not going away where it has touched your blood. There's definitely a reaction to it. But you're not bleeding green.
I'm gonna.
Like his blood and the green blood have stained his skin.
Yes. It's a good way to put it.
Okay, good.
While Chad is still doing, I'm going to take a picture. Nope, I don't have a phone. I'm going to wrap
You
my
have a
leg
burner
up.
phone.
I'm going to take a picture with my burner phone. I'm going to make a note of that. I'm going to wrap my leg up really good, like I did something, and then I'm going to write a suicide note on the desk saying that Sal Groots has had a tough life and the people are closing in to get me. I got to make sure that nobody gets all my cars, and scorpion it out and leave it on the desk.
And that's how he ended up in a dumpster. He shot himself and then lit himself on fire. He shot himself, stabbed himself, shot himself again, shot himself again. And then he lit himself on fire in a dumpster.
And for all of that amazing explanation, all it's going to mean is that Sheriff Boone is going to read all this and be like, "God damn it!"
Yeah, he's gonna just put his fingers to his temples, motherfucking anthropologist. I don't need this shit.
Also, I just to see the note just has like bright green fingerprints all over it.
All right, how do you guys want to finish up here? Are you burning this place to the ground?
No,
Uh,
we're leaving it set.
I want to get this door open and see what's in here.
What are we doing with the cameras here?
I will destroy that evidence.
Okay, so that's destroyed, right?
Yes.
Or are you disabling?
Disable and destroyed. So, like, when I say destroy, I mean, like, because he's not a computers guy, he finds a computer that the cameras plug into it, he's like, gun, computer, that don't work anymore.
I'm asking, and I'll be completely straight metagame. The other cell that's in the town, they're chasing you guys down. So, like, if you leave any evidence, even a destroyed camera and a dead body in the back,
I'm destroying
burn.
the place it records to.
Right, I get you. But yeah, it's physically destroyed, that they can still see that it's physically destroyed, right?
Yes, but if they walk into the building, it doesn't matter because they're not going to exist anymore.
Oh, you're rigging this place to blow?
I did say that. We're putting the hammer in the showroom.
Okay.
It's rigged so that it's putting out the GPS beacon from our previous phone, or from specifically from Theo's real phone. And then the whole building is now rigged to explode as soon as someone forces entry. I really hope that Saul dude didn't have any employees. Although they wouldn't force entry, so it'd be all right.
Okay. Just to be on the sure side, I know you had an IED and 2 explosives from the USPS vans.
Yep, I'm using one of the car bombs, so that if someone forensically analyzes it, it'll look like it was whoever set that car bomb, which I imagine is the other team.
And you're planting that on the hammer.
I'm planting that on the hammer, but I'm also like, it's a garage, so there's all sorts of explosive shit in here, acetylene tanks and stuff. Like, I'm rigging it so the whole place is going to go off like a Chinese firecracker.
It's not a garage, it's a showroom. Sorry. You're
telling me that there's no equipment to work anywhere in this dealership on any vehicle.
Well, that could be what's back there in that garage.
Well, let's go open the garage then. If you want to spend the next 30 minutes doing this, we can. That's fine.
This is why I was asking.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I thought the GM wanted us to go down the road so he could do his big landslide story. I was trying to streamline everything.
We can still do that. I know you're going to open that door.
I was just going to let somebody else open the door. Because they lockpick shit. I thought that was the case. If not, I'm just going to blow the door open.
It's got to be Theo. I blow doors open with demolitions.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I just use the exploding shotgun shells.
Okie dokie.
Like the guy from what's the one with Josh Brolin? No Country for Old Men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where he just puts the thing to the doorknob and just
Right.
pops it.
Yeah, you blast through and you make your way inside, and all of the shop stuff is here for this car dealership. So here's all your oxygen acetylenes, but there's also more. There is, let me pull it out here for you.
An even better truck. Go to paperwork again.
Watch out that door, it might be.
Yeah, it's rigged to blow. There's a weird mark on the floor. Very strange looking. And it's drawn in like oil. Big black tarry oil. It all needs to die.
Yep, I'm I'm thinking that might be the case.
Okay, well,
Anything else?
I've already rolled demolitions once. Do I need to roll it again?
What'd you get on your demolitions? I'm sorry.
It was a single digit number. It was like a 5 or something.
Okay. Yep, I was just trying to figure out how big the explosion was going to be. All right, so you guys get the new hammer. The General Swaps trucks.
The new hammer, it's the NU hammer.
Where to? North?
Could I have looked at that symbol before we left?
Yes. You want to take it with you?
Not the symbol. I take a picture of it. Like, that's a very forensics-based thing, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or history thing, or some kind of gathering some evidence.
Solid. Saying goodbye to my dealership. It's going to go up in flames.
Only if they open the door,
Oh,
forcibly.
they're definitely
Forcefully.
They're definitely going to come in there because they're definitely going to be hunting us.
Oh man, they just got the dealership. Let's go check the garage behind it. Whoa!
Yeah, we're gonna be somewhere doing something, and the GM's gonna be like, "Kill-tacular," and not explain why.
What's this?
Oh, we are not going to the Simpson house. My God, what am I thinking?
Yeah, that house went boom already.
No, that was the other house.
That was the pool house. The house isn't nearly as cool as it sounds.
Man, that dog and the new hammer are spinning on their own.
That's cool.
Creepy.
It's haunted. Ooh.
Ooh.
So like part of the the SOP is to kill the dealer to get the new car just because you wanted a new car?
No, that's just what I do on my day job. Like you got a pretty first-hand explanation of what I do for a living today, Theo. It's just very fortunate that those two ladies in the pool residence didn't see anything.
All right, so you guys pull up on. Ooh, there's quite a scene here that I'm forgetting to put together. There's a white Tahoe here. There's 2 police cars. Let's pull those out.
Oh, one of us was supposed to contact Boone on the radio when we were done. We should probably do that. We should probably also let him know we switch vehicles. Actually, no.
Yep.
Leave that last part out. Just tell him we're done.
Hey. Don't let him know that yet?
Nah, I don't want it on open broadcast. We can tell him when we see him in person.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, so we radio in.
On your way up here?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you get to the top of this hill, you'll see the white Tahoe anyway. But yeah, you radio in on your way up, and there was a massive like cacophony of sound about 10 minutes ago, but now the radio's gone quiet, and every now and then you'll hear dispatch, like a younger woman's voice, and she's like, "Sheriff Wheatley? Royden? Best?" And then she just keeps saying their names. Well,
Nobody's responding.
no. Alright, so like I said, you get up to, you're heading north, like, back into the real thicket of the George Washington National Forest, and each side of the road is really choked with trees. It becomes a very, very narrow canyon, with the river on one side, and, like, literal cliff on the other side. And as you come up, you'll see, like, the lights of the cars are still on. Like, this police car still got his lights on. The Tahoe didn't have any lights. But yeah, you come up, the Tahoe and the police car are sitting right next to each other, blocking the whole road. You can't get by. There's cliff face up here to our... We'll say that's... that's west. And then east is just straight down until you get to the creek river. Topographically, it's very narrow through here. You'll have to start walking.
They leave the keys in either one of those cars.
Yeah, if you want to get out and check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check to see if the keys are in those cars. I'll move one of them for you guys. We'll make it through. Get a 92 on a luck roll if that's what you're looking for.
That would be what I was looking for. But I was also trying to think. I think the police car would be... It would have keys in it. No, it would just be locked. And I think the Tahoe would not be locked because the sheriff is egotistical enough to just not lock his Tahoe. So the Tahoe would be unlocked but not have keys in it. And if you're in the Tahoe, give me an alertness roll.
69! Alright!
Oh my fucking god. Look at this shit. Alright, so I guess, yeah, you're reaching in the Tahoe, like through the front seat, or front door. And underneath the sheriff's seat is a book. It's actually, it's hard to describe what this book is. When you look at it, it looks originally, your first glance is that it's in a different language.
But it's an old, like, history book?
Yeah, it's definitely a historical novel.
Yeah. That's an interesting thing. I'm going to take it immediately.
Okay.
Then can I hop in the seat and put it in neutral and have it, like, slide back?
Yeah, you can get it out of the way.
Let it roll down the mountain.
He probably doesn't mean for that to happen, but that's totally what happens.
Give me a drive check.
Oh man, that's not good. 000. That's 100.
Bye, Tahoe. You jump out of it at the last second.
I feel like Chad and Hammer are like, what the fuck is he? Oh my god.
It starts bombing down the hill, and then it rolls off the road. Theo jumps out just in time, and the general's barking, and the Tahoe just careens off and down towards the creek, where it slams ass first into a bunch of trees and gets caught up before it can really get into the water. But it is fucked.
Don't forget it does just randomly explode too. All cars
yet.
have to explode once they fall off a cliff.
It's not an action movie.
I walk up to the car and I go, I took care of the evidence. That's what we've been doing, right? No? That didn't have a brake. I think somebody cut the brakes in that. Also, no?
There's,
You,
there's just like blinking blank stares coming back.
I don't have a response for any of this. Like, I've never seen someone.
I made you a spot you can drive up now. I was trying to be helpful.
You wrecked a parked car.
Everybody's got a talent.
So yeah, you can get up now as far as this police car and this green car up here. Right next to you, as you get up to this police car, is the blacked out silver sedan.
Is
Oh,
there
that's the
anyone
lady.
in it?
You want to open the door?
Yeah.
I think he wants to crawl under it and just put a bomb there.
That's plan B.
That's okay, but me driving a car off a cliff isn't.
One of them
There's a lot of double standards here.
One of them belongs to a friend, an ally. The other one belongs to an adversary.
I'm so glad that you say that the NSA is your adversary. So nice to hear that.
Yeah, do you need me to end the stream?
No, just joking. Alright, so yeah, there's nobody in the car when you open the door. But it's not a standard vehicle. It's like an armored vehicle.
I'd like to search it.
Okay, give me a search roll. Anybody else helping to search?
Yeah, the whole time I'm complaining. Oh yeah, like this one you can search and I couldn't do the police one. Are we gonna push this one off the edge too?
I rolled a 34, but that's a fail for me.
I rolled a 36 and that's a success for me.
I guess Theo, pops the trunk. Well, what happened to it? It didn't come through? Copy. Paste. Huh. I don't know where it is. Okay, so anyway, you find, an assault rifle in the back. You also find body armor that's like the bulletproof vests that agents wear.
I feel like Theo's like, hey guys, look what I found. He holds up the sniper rifle, and I grab that and say, nope, not you.
No, I
The body armor, that's good. Put that on your leg.
put it on my leg. Okay. I put the body armor on.
There it is.
Yeah, I'll take that. He can have the body armor.
So there's also some windbreakers back here, like blue windbreakers that say FBI. But then there's also sheriff's deputies' outfits in here. There's a lot of stuff in the trunk.
Yeah, you guys can start moving that over. I have some work to do under the car. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna grab a couple of each of the jackets. I mean, you never know when something like that's useful. Are there any badges?
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
I don't need any stinking badges, but I will carry a fucking badge.
No, there are no badges in the car.
No IDs.
No IDs. Now, the car, if you go into the glove box, the registration's in there, and it's registered to a company called March Industries.
I hope they have insurance. So I've oh, I need to roll for that, don't I?
Rigging the demolition, yeah.
Yeah. To the ignition.
Give it to me!
Oh my god, why? Okay, so that froze in midair. I rolled a 91, but I'm calling shenanigans because the fucking thing glitched.
It fell off the table. It fell off the table. Reroll.
69.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. You successfully rigged this thing up perfectly. Describe how you want it wired.
When she
Portable nuclear weapon.
So when she sits down in the seat, it activates a pressure safety. When she fires the ignition, a claymore shoots up through her ass and out of the head.
And then explodes.
Brutal.
I mean, yeah, it's going to take the car out in the process, but it's mainly going to take the driver out.
All right. Next step.
I guess we're going to have to keep going up the road, but we're probably going to have to go on foot. Unless you want a monster truck this, Craven.
Theo, I found the keys for this blacked out silver sedan if you want to move it.
No, that one's not blocking our path. Like, we need either the police car or that other green car.
Alright, yeah, we want to move the cop car then. Just gonna back down the road a little bit. Out of your way.
Maybe the brake lines are cut on this one too, Theo.
We'll check. Let's see.
So you're going for the cop car?
Yeah, that one was locked last time, but this one, does it have the lights on?
This one does have lights on.
All right, so it's got keys in there.
You do know that the lights work without the keys being in there, right?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't know that. Clearly.
I made the assumption. I think there's cars. It's got to be turned on. Maybe. Oh no, maybe we can use just the battery. That's probably right too. Can I open the door?
Give me a luck roll.
That's a 69. That's
Are you serious?
Kidding me? No, you're not.
Fucking Jesus. How does this happen?
That's fucking bullshit.
The door is unlocked. And the keys are in it.
And it has a plus 50 to your drive check.
Yeah, I won't make you make a drive. How about that? Where do you want to end up? In the creek?
no, just back by the other
Gonna
police
put it
car.
right
Line them up perfectly.
exactly where the Tahoe was.
Bumper cars it straight down towards the Tahoe. No, I want them lined up like the police car. I was told, don't destroy this car because it's a good guy car. And the good guys work for not the police, but the NSA. Bad guys are NSA. Got it.
We only pulled FBI and they're not really NSA. They've got every different agency known to man, and since that's not a real thing you can do, these guys are definitely pretenders.
I feel like it's just a set of 3 windbreakers, right? But the patches on the back are just Velcro. You just peel them off.
He just puts whatever he wants on. Yeah,
super easy too, and it looks legit.
You can get anything off the internet these days.
sure can.
Mm-hmm.
So Hammer and Chad are in the car, like kind of wincing as this police car is slowly backing up down the thing. And they see its brakes turn on, and it fits like right behind the other police car. And Theo gets out and kind of gives him a little shrug, and then gives him a little pushing thing, and they beep the horn at him. And he goes and gets in the car.
But he forgot to put it in gear, so it keeps rolling down the mountain.
All right. You're going back up, and now you've got a spot for the Hammer mobile. The Hammer. The new Hammer.
The
Actually, this one's called the Mall.
Go ahead and rename it.
Oh, wait, the sledge.
Ooh, there you go. Who's doing it? Who's pulling this door open? Who's getting out of this truck? What's happening next? You guys are, it's now, what, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. The creek is bubbling by really close to you. You can still hear some shifting of rocks up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And the ambulance and all of the police cars all had lights on, but the ambulance is just sitting here, silent, but lights on.
Should I push this one into the cliff too? No? Alright, let's go see what's going on. Is this where they're digging? I walk around the ambulance.
Give me a alert. No, I'm just gonna give it to you. As you walk by, the ambulance front door is just like slightly ajar on the driver's side, and you look in, and on the seat is like crispy person. I'm really bad at describing things.
You mean barbecued man meat?
Manwich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body of this 30-something bearded man has melted into the chair. High heat does this.
But I'm comforted. No, I assume I'm sanity now.
Yeah, give me a sanity roll.
Oh, that's an 11.
Hey!
Do I get sanity back?
Nah, I don't work like that.
I just think to myself, you know what? Teeth are very insensitive to heat. I bet you his teeth are fine, even though that he's super charred.
You want to check his teeth out?
No, his
Yes.
teeth. I do. The door's already open. I just want to see if his teeth are fine.
I was going to make you like roll willpower if you wanted to walk away from that. So you check his teeth, and they've been... oh man, I almost wanted to say they popped like popcorn. They got so hot, but I don't think teeth do that. So they've been burned just like the rest of him.
Oh, so that's not like a heat coming from external. That's some kind of wave heat that's charred him universally throughout.
You mean like radiation?
Yeah, like magnets and radiation. Maybe a magnet did this. I reach into my pocket and see if he's magnetically charged to my magnets.
Only his teeth.
Oh, that'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Oh, his teeth come flying out.
The metal stuff, like, that was around his body is magnetically charged to the crystal, but nothing about him. The springs in the seat.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The springs didn't get burned. Is the seat burned himself or just the guy?
Just the guy. But he's fused to the seat.
He melted into, or the seat melted into him. I'm turn around to the guys and I go like, I point to my face and I say 1, and then I make like a wavy thing towards my face, and then I go, oh, there's nobody around here. There's a melted guy in here. Let's go check it out.
What?
Yep, melted guy. His teeth are also melted.
Why would I want to see that?
Teeth shouldn't melt though.
Raise your hand if you're a forensic anthropologist.
I put my hand up proudly.
Yeah.
Alright, so did anybody open the back doors of the ambulance yet?
Fuck no.
Just the front doors, right? Okay.
I look at Chad. Do you want to open the back door of this ambulance?
Not particularly.
Me neither. Maybe we shoot a couple times into it before we do that.
Seems
then
like a
don't-
capital idea. Look, I've got this new M4.
And then don't open it. Just shoot a couple times in it. See if anything moves.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm kind of curious what's further up the road past the ambulance.
We haven't heard any voices yet either.
Yeah, that's really concerning me. It's awful quiet. Yeah, we could hear the creek running. That's way quieter than it should be. Apparently, I'm walking forward.
Yeah.
Sorry, you wanted to know what was going on in front of the ambulance, I thought.
I did.
Okay.
But I was scared.
The ambulance doesn't have any windows on the backside.
Some of them don't.
Nope. This one doesn't.
All right, I'll open the back.
I can't tell you how happy this makes me.
Little head, like face hugger's just gonna pop out of there and grab him.
No, I'm gonna open the back, toss in a phosphorus grenade, close it.
Is that what you do? You don't even
No.
want to look inside?
I don't want to look inside. I just know it's gonna make you happy.
You don't have to.
I do it.
You don't have to take the mind-bending sanity loss.
I do it, but I've got my gun ready.
Okay, you open the back door and you look inside. And inside, you see the inside of a little girl's bedroom. Inside of a bubble of, it's like a time-slipped, like, place out of space. And you open the rear doors, and this little glowing girl is sitting on the edge of her bed, back at home, and here at the same time. And the doors open, and she looks right up at you. Her glowing green skin is just like Lenny Poole's, but this is Diana Simpson. So inside the van, sitting on the edge of her own bed back at home, you've opened a portal. Go ahead and roll me a sanity.
Phosphorus
Yeah,
grenade.
4. I got a 4. I'm good. I'm gonna pretend like this is normal. Somehow. I don't know how, but all right. Yeah. So
The inside of that van
He
is
just- he
way
just-
bigger.
He just slowly closes
So,
the doors. There's like
so-
nothing to see here. There's nothing in there.
no, I'm gonna ask her if she knows what's going on.
You have a grenade in your hand?
No, I had my gun in my hand.
Okay,
I told you I
well,
wasn't gonna do the grenade thing.
then if she sees you with the gun, she's going to go hostile and try to shove you back with her telekinetic power.
I was gonna say hi.
The gun is enough to freak her out.
All right, that might freak me out too. Then
Yeah. So let's do it this way, horror movie style.
Mhm.
You open the back doors. You see into this little girl's room. She looks up at you, her glowing green eyes alight, and her hair starts to spread out like the gravity inside of her room is going away.
Mhm.
And she looks at you, and with like this otherworldly voice, she says, "Get out!"
okay, then I will close the door.
Okay. The door closes. All of you will hear that little girl's voice, though. Is everybody muted?
Nope.
Yep. We just walk back to the car and drive away.
Yep.
It's a distinct possibility. What would we see up at the front of the ambulance?
Hey,
It's a landslide.
hey, Theo. Do you think you could drive the ambulance off the mountain?
No, there's a guy melted to the seat, or a seat melted to the guy.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pull the guy / seat out.
You're gonna need tools.
Yeah, just
I'm
cut the,
just gonna use
cut the brake
athletics.
lines and push.
I was just gonna use athletics. I didn't say I was gonna do a clean job. Jeez. He just needs room to sit, right?
So when you say there's a landslide, there's no like bodies or anything in it? This is the same.
No, so Okay, so I'll give you a lot of clues here. It looks like, because you're a demolitions expert, it looks like somebody's rigged the side of a cliff face with remote explosives and then detonated it just to make sure that this road closed and no one could leave. It looks like it's been humanly done, not unnaturally done.
Are the keys in the ambulance?
Yes, the keys are still in the ambulance.
All right. So I'm gonna start that up. Gonna wedge the accelerator down, and then just turn the wheel to the right, pop it in gear, and step away.
Okay. I'm all for you doing this.
Yeah.
Drive check.
I mean, the odds aren't great on this one.
Nope, they don't have to be, though. I would
It is
take an argument that you're not actually driving, but I don't know what else to say.
I would have argued maybe athletics.
Okay, I mean, if you want to do it very, very quickly, just what are you jamming the accelerator with?
There's a leg bone.
Okay, you're jamming it with the guy that's melted to the chair. We can see this happen.
Yeah. I mean, he's melted to the chair, but the chair is not. I mean, just pull the bone off, jam that thing down, boom, let it go.
Chad, are you adding any more explosiveness to this?
Nope. I have no idea what he's doing. I'm just letting him do his thing. I'm probably preoccupied with this whole, okay, so they set charges there and there to bring this road down. That is super intentional, and that's not bode well.
Yeah, I am gonna toss my last phosphorus grenade in there. Oh no, you know what? Full on explosive grenade. Yeah, I just tossed my explosive grenade in there.
In the cab or in the back?
In the cab. In the cab.
In the cab.
The cab will take care of itself. The back will take care of itself, hopefully. Probably.
Okay.
While I'm doing this, hey, you guys remember? Were there two kids? There was there was the pool kid, and was there a Simpson kid?
Yeah, there was another kid that the other police car went after. I think Best went to investigate that.
D. Simpson. That's what I have.
Yep. She's in the back.
Is she dead?
I mean, she's glowing. Her bedroom's in the back too.
What?
So she's not in the back.
No, she's definitely in the back. She yelled at me. I closed the back.
So,
you guys want to help me?
So you're gonna gonna do this. You're gonna tell us this, and then you're gonna roll the fucking ambulance off the edge of the cliff. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Roll it. No, it's going. I have accelerated it off the edge. It's not rolling off. It's going off with a hand grenade inside. This one will go boom when it hits. Probably before it hits, and then after it hits.
This happens. If everybody's cool with this is how it's gonna go down.
I think it's hilarious. He's like, "Hey, really big thing here you could possibly do. Oh, by the way, I just blew it up."
So he jams the accelerator. What are you gonna say there, Kizik?
I've got nothing. I'm not gonna. I don't think Theo is. He's not gonna stop it.
You're welcome to ask me to stop. I might do so.
He's gonna make sure that you verify because it's already in motion. It's going down. He's gonna say we have to verify that the thing is exploded in the back, right?
No, I wasn't going to verify that. No, I'm pretty much done with this. This is it. This is it.
You don't want to play the game anymore? This game sucks.
Chad is gonna be like, "Hey guys, this was done on purpose."
Yeah. So is what I'm about to do.
All right, so this happens.
I completely understand why someone would destroy a road. They're trying to keep people from getting in. Wish they'd done it before we got here.
That would have been a
now
really
you're
short
stuck.
campaign.
Yeah, there's a landslide. You guys turn around and go home. Done. All right, roll me a luck check there, Craven,
I don't wanna.
please.
Let's see. I don't think I'm that lucky. Nope. No luck. I got 68. So
That's
close.
almost close. Yeah.
So close.
Okay. You jam the accelerator. The van lurches forward as you pull the parking stick out of, what is it, gear select stick down off of the column. And the ambulance lurches forward and drives straight off of the road and into the landslide debris down towards the creek. And it shuffles and rocks and pivots and crushes the front of the van up against the edge of the creek when your grenade goes off and the oxygen tank. A massive explosion rocks through the air, and the ambulance, ass end of the ambulance just explodes outward. And all the walls, you're able to, like, see into it, but it's burning.
Theo's going to hold up one of his crystals because he's pretty sure that's how he talked to the other one. He's going to think real hard.
Hey, do you have a bazooka?
You hold
Yeah.
up the crystal and think real hard.
Yeah, I want to talk to D. Simpson. Because he said that she was around, and the last time that I talked to somebody, it was telepathically through the crystal.
Okay. So you reach out with your mind and your crystal, and you said Diana? And you hear a little girl's voice say, "What do you want?" And that's where we'll call it. So it's midnight.
Right on cue. Okay. Next time we will be playing Traveler. That's this coming Saturday. And anyone else have any streams or activities they're doing this week that they want to share?
Nope.
All right.
I got nothing.
Good game, guys. I appreciate
Yeah,
everybody.
did you guys have a good time? Did you have fun? Tommy.
I did.
I mean, there were moments.
Oh no.
So. Graven just doesn't have an opinion.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not my kind of game.
You got to ramp an ambulance into a creek and it blew it up.
I mean, if something happens to Chad, and obviously I'm not taking great pains to keep that from happening, I probably will roll a more investigative style character. I just didn't want to do the same niche over and over again because, like, we played all these adventure campaigns where my investigation skills weren't helping me. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm tired of rolling the same character over and over again. I'm going to roll something different. And then we rolled a campaign where it actually would have been really useful to have one of those characters. So,
Damn the GM trying to fit your playstyle to a game.
I appreciate it. It's just one of those things where, like, you said that in the last campaign, and then it didn't actually happen. So,
I get you. That's why I tried very hard in this one to make it. And then you were like, I'm going to make a Hitman. I was like, oh my God. It's okay. We'll roll with it.
Well, we're making it happening, at least until he blows himself up as a last resort. So he almost did.
Theo's going to find out.
I let the dice decide.
It was good. It was nice and dramatic. I liked it.
All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Catch you next time.